talking about? I was here the whole time.
Welcome back to It Gets Worse.
See you. The camera's on him.
I hope you've had
on everyone.
a lovely week. I did not manage to write a recap this time. Fortunately, Grace took amazing and detailed notes. Grace,
MVP.
if you would regale us with the epic tale of last episode.
Episode 4, November 8th, 2019. We fight off goblin attack.
What's November?
No idea. Rescue Lieutenant...
Hold on, we gotta get the date right. That was the month of the Ifanth Day, the 16th of the month of Two Skies.
What he
I
said.
like your calendar.
We fight off goblin attack. Rescue Lieutenant. Colfax dead. Tower equals older foundations. Knitting a cloak with the gold yarn. No contact with city.
Well, there you have it.
End recap.
Sad.
That is what happened last time. Just making sure that wasn't my mug of water. All right. So, disadvantage.
What?
Sweet.
For what?
You are all in the
For mocking his water.
third
I was just
watchtower.
terrified for the people at home.
Yes.
You're all in the third watchtower. It is after dark, but
Yep.
actually probably only around 7 or 8 in the evening. You have all had a long rest that you began around 2 in the afternoon.
Yep. It was
We were
great.
tired, man.
So we were all...
I mean, it's fair. You were tired. That was quite a siege there. You have no idea what the goblins have planned. They're all dug into the snow at the base of the tower, and you can't see them, except with some extraordinarily lucky shots from
Yes.
your warlock there, occasionally picking off 1 or 2 of them.
Rocking it.
The city guard has apologized for being unable to get you home.
I don't know if they exactly
They
apologized.
didn't. They stated facts.
They stated facts.
I'm sorry that you
As
can't get
soldiers
yourself
do.
home.
Also, we have
I feel
no
like that's what the
contact with our
bartender usually
superiors, and we
You
should probably
are-
fix that.
Yes.
Welcome to attempt to figure your own way out of here.
He dies in 4 days.
Oh,
I do
also,
not die in 4 days.
also,
But somebody gonna get some loving.
Cormir will be contagious and spreading an unknown disease that came out of an altar to the blood god, the only god in existence at this point.
I'm old.
To
One of these
summarize
people.
the disease or anything.
You are welcome to roll a medicine check if you would like. Do you submit to her ministrations?
Yes, I would love.
Do my words get longer?
Submit.
Is that what happens?
You'd love to what?
Touch
I
it.
love to
Respect.
try and see if I can identify what's wrong with you.
You gotta do the head
Nothing's
thing.
wrong with me. I am perfect in the eyes of the gods.
What gods?
The dead ones.
Go ahead for the roll.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's a 19 plus medicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woohoo! And that is one of my proficiencies. So that's a 24.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's mysterious.
You have never seen it before. You've never heard of it before.
Dang.
You are able to tell that it is divine in nature.
Oh, crap.
Oh, okay. And because it's divine in nature,
I would like to cut
if I
him.
have a small connection to the divine, is there anything I can think about doing to change?
You have read about higher order spells that clerics used to be able to do. If your faith can be strong enough, someday you might reach there. But at present, you have no access to anything that would heal it.
Dare we say restore him?
Yeah. I think might be powerful enough.
Oh, roll a history check.
I wander off to go find my vambrace that I hurled across the room and try and repair it.
Oh, yeah.
While you're just standing there.
I forgot you're like
Very nicely.
A 14. You have, actually. Unfortunately, at the moment, she's probably out of your reach. You have heard of a cleric in the Empire of Vreem.
Ah.
You had to see this coming.
Gross. Oh! Okay.
Who has
I
such
rescind
power
that, yeah.
Yeah.
and more.
But still free.
Strangely, Cormier feels like we should travel to Brave in 3 days or less.
Is she associated with the blood robes?
Josh is now updating the questions they asked
She's
before you were allowed.
Gaming.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. What was that question?
I think that the
Is she associated
No, he
with
doesn't.
the blood robes?
Not at all.
Okay.
She's associated with our old party, though.
The tale.
You remember who did.
So this was a strong, often neglected ally of the previous party.
We died to save her. For the record.
Out of jail.
Jesus.
As an elephant.
Actually,
Sorry,
we
fallen
didn't,
gods.
we did not die to save her. We saved her, and then we died.
And then died after
Yeah.
that.
The
So-
party died shortly after rescuing her in the previous
And she was my character's bestie.
campaign. She has. So
That's
there
fine.
is. Okay,
She's my-
Oh,
just for
sorry.
your information, the players know this. The party does not. There are actually two gods. So there's the one that newly ascended, and then there is
And-
the one
Sulalu.
that has so few followers that she's extraordinarily weak.
She has a grand
but
total of uno at this point, as I believe.
She's got George.
She's got a grand
Oh,
total
she
of
has
duo
George?
at this
Working on
point.
George.
George. We did
Yeah,
say George.
George
ran
is a
George
psychotic
out.
ex-murderer that hangs out in the dark and picks up prostitutes.
I picked up George
also
and
that.
ran
It's
him
not
out of the
like-
He's
arena,
always been
so
that.
George
Anyway.
is okay. Friggin' George.
Twist of my
She's
baby.
extraordinarily weak, but her cleric can advance past level 4. Whereas Lyra at the moment is, when she hits level 4, will have to multi-class, unless by level 4 you've somehow
But her god exists.
restored
Yeah,
her god.
because level
Her
13
god
us
totally
doesn't do it.
exists. Totally exists.
Mhm.
I'll come back to the
Lyra.
campaign if you
Lyra
guys can do it by
also-
level 4.
So, since I won't be seeing you guys a whole lot, just in general, can Lyra be like always, like, preaching about her goddess and, like, healing, like, anytime, like, the opposite of gnome, every time.
Bible
Where
says
Gnome
that.
would cast Blight, and then sorcery points and cast Blight again. Lyra would heal.
Yes.
You gotta have your
And
personal
she already
move.
has one potential acolyte. Just throwing
She
that
has
out there.
5, in fact. You guys don't remember?
Oh, yes, I do remember.
No.
Yeah, she spent
I
a
just
whole,
wanted to
she
throw
spent a
my name
whole
in the
several
pot.
days preaching, and she's got 5 people who kind of come and talk to her regularly, seeking her wisdom.
Is
Why
that
would we
5
remember that?
plus
We weren't
me?
there.
Is that 5 plus me, or am I a part of the 5?
Do you want to be part of the 5?
Sure.
It's 6?
Well, I was talking to her
Dare we
about
say,
it
is
last
it
time.
The
a
largest religion that has existed.
sanctimonious
No,
sex?
No, fuck you. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Beth?
Also, the guy last time who lost his friend
So
just
hydrated.
outside the wall. If it's okay, can Lyra have, like, hold him and perhaps, like, been like, oh, hey, you need some hope in your life right now.
Don't touch me.
Get him when he's vulnerable.
I don't do
Roll-
well with priests.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
I ain't want no priests touching me.
She's talking about the guy whose friend got left outside.
Okay.
In other,
Okay,
yeah.
I did not. I got
Charisma search
Oh,
status.
I got it too.
Oh.
He gives you the bird.
Oh, well.
Which bird?
I tried to work on him, too. It didn't really work.
The falcon?
The one in the middle.
The phoenix?
Sure.
Is the phoenix a bird?
It is a bird. Actually, it's technically a celestial. But...
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sure looks like a
elemental. Elemental.
Sure looks like a bird.
Yeah, he doesn't seem terribly receptive to your,
Oh.
attempts.
Oh, okay. I move on.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy with the symbol, right?
Lady.
Oh, so there is the
Not her.
dwarf, and her
Okay.
name
Not Cece.
Cecilia.
Cece is hers.
Fanny?
What?
He was calling her Cece.
What did you name her?
No,
Her name
it
was
was
Cece.
no. Cece is hers.
Cece is
Oh,
the chaotic
the
evil
dwarf
young
lady's
lady.
name. Why can't
Oh,
I-
lady.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
lady.
I have her name.
Tower of the Third Watch. Here we are.
I have Trakubash and Colfax and
Chocolate
Gideon.
Nope.
Sari.
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 So yes, there is a female dwarf named Sari, who does wear a wooden holy symbol.
Ooh, and would she be powerful enough to heal our friend?
She unfortunately is not. Her faith is not strong enough such that she can wield magic.
Dang. Oh.
And she took some
But
hard hits, right?
she...
I would like.
Go ahead.
Sorry. I would like to have discussions about the divine, like, what is this person's God about, and if she could translate that text that I have, that document, whatever's left of it.
Ah,
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
missed the table.
It's very large.
You're not hydrated well enough, Sarah.
I actually have
Ooh.
now an actual dice box.
Nice.
I'm very
Looks
proud.
very
Did
nice.
you get that?
My friend Mark made it.
That's
Wow.
Anyway, she rolled a whopping number. She looks at the document and, you know, I have faith because having faith in something is important. What that thing is kind of nebulous. She believes in Argent, the Blade Song.
Blade song?
The Blade Song.
Oh, the blade song. Okay. Cool.
From what you can tell, it's not... It's mostly, you know, when the soldier ends up in a position where they can't win, you know, it's something to turn to. She has not dedicated herself to the study of Argent the Blade Song and the collection of manuscripts regarding it as you have Illyriel.
No, okay. Alright.
All right. You are all stuck in the tower.
Guys, we gotta go.
But it's dark.
Yeah.
I don't think we should go in the dark, seeing as a hag almost killed us in the daylight.
And we're surrounded by goblins.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But they're sleeping. They went night-night.
Are we sure?
I
about
killed
that?
a lot of
them.
How many did you kill?
I killed one.
That's awesome!
Good job.
I
so
did
proud
it.
of you. That's fantastic.
I thought she killed more than one.
I thought
No,
she
you
killed more
said
than
that.
one.
Yeah,
she
she
was
was
like every
saying
now and
10,
then.
And you were like, wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah.
She killed like 6.
Wow, one is more than I
probably more than what he
thought.
I
thought.
mean, you guys have killed a sizable number.
Where did all of them come from?
Essentially what I did
Well, I
is,
think they live
I
out
took
here.
the number of goblins, added
Where?
that many 7s together,
Under the snow?
and then I've just been subtracting the damage, and every 7 damage you deal,
It's more like a
a
mass.
goblin dies. A goblin guy?
Goblin guys?
DM,
Yes.
do I know
Guys.
anything about where goblins typically live or what
Is
their
that water?
habits are? Like what?
Roll a
sort of-
history check.
Sweet.
Water?
Interesting question. Yeah, have my family ever
Oh,
dealt with them
that's not-
before?
Natural 20.
No, but I'm always.
She knows
You don't know
things.
shit.
Hydrated.
Start drinking.
No.
That brings me to a total of 25.
Typically when goblins are found in a city, your family is the one that organizes the
Aha. Okay.
go find and kill them and spread their pieces everywhere.
Sounds
as a
good.
warning to the rest of them.
Nice.
That
Now,
brings me to a total
we'd,
of 25.
A
Nail
total
them
of
up
25.
Mm-hmm.
Just about anywhere. Environments of extremes, extreme cold, extreme heat, extreme wet, extreme dry, they tend to avoid.
Okay.
Temperate forests, plains, mountains below a certain elevation, anywhere that there's a cave, pretty much. Yeah. They are rather prolific.
Mm-hmm.
They are best known for marauding the eastern,
Like rabbits?
the eastern
Bunnies.
plains.
Eastern place.
Yeah.
I guess
which-
that's
This is not a bunny motion.
Which I believe
This
you guys...
is a bunny motion.
In fact, you guys had heard a rumor about that
Mm-hmm.
a while back, that there was a goblin army gathering on the eastern plains.
I remember
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't.
But that's quite a ways from us, isn't
Thanks,
it?
JD.
Yes, that is... Right, so again, you would have to cross through... You would have to cross the inland sea,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently there's rumor of one captain who will do it.
Right.
Different role.
The Woad, which is impassable and
Yeah,
has been
totally.
for centuries.
Always has been.
Oh,
Nobody
definitely.
ever comes out of
Nobody's
there.
ever
And
come
then
out of
the
it.
Forgotten Jungle to the south, which also nobody goes through. It's not quite the... Nobody goes in there, right? Nobody who goes in ever comes out.
Mhm.
It's more the... Most of the people who go in don't come out, and most of the people who do come out talk about diseases and poisons, and it's just generally bad.
Yeah.
The plains of Umarak is what I have.
Yes,
For the goblins.
the plains of Umrock.
Yes.
Sweet. Eastern
Okay.
cities arguing over who set them off.
So I'll
Correct.
tell Amania then that's the goblins just about live anywhere. Like they just and there's like a lot of them.
Great.
What would they want with a watchtower?
And that's all you need to know
Probably-
about goblins, folks.
Probably the food, honestly, that we brought. Don't you think? Wouldn't that make sense? That
But-
it's winter, it's cold.
They were trying to prevent us from setting the fire.
Well, yeah,
Signal
because they.
fire.
Does this seem uncharacteristically smart? Knowing what I know, having read about goblins, like
Oh, they're clever. Clever little bastards.
Or is this a setup for something bigger?
I don't know. I haven't really studied goblin politics that much, but
Beth, have you been trying to get in?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Okay, just checking.
Thank you.
I don't know. I mean, it seems reasonable, right? They have supplies here and food.
They only have supplies here because we just brought supplies. How would the goblins
Right.
have known that?
Maybe they're working with the hag.
Or with the man who sent us here.
I still, yeah, that might be the case.
It's a conspiracy.
So what do you guys think? What do you think we should do, Cora? You've been kind of quiet. I didn't mean to offend you earlier, by the way. Honestly, I just didn't.
I don't remember.
Okay,
I've already put that out of my mind.
I just
Water under the bridge.
I don't like people to argue, so I just kind of wanted to get Vera's opinion.
Oh, that?
Yeah, I'm
no,
sorry. I
just
wasn't trying to
figured
cut
it
you
could be
out.
a good time for you guys to talk about whatever you're
It
going to talk
actually
about.
was.
and
it actually
we
went
went-
a lot farther than I thought. So
That's-
thank you so much.
it's
for
very
that, 'cause It was
thoughtful
really
of you,
good to
dearie.
have that tonight.
No, like that. I wasn't offended. It was just more like, all right, like they want to talk. Like, let's just get out of here.
Okay. Well, I certainly didn't mean anything by it.
I kind of feel like if we can sleep again tonight, we should just see what it's like in the morning, and then kill them all and continue on about our business.
There seem to be quite a few of them.
You know, only a quitter would kill them all.
That's true. We might be here for a while.
Could we bring the group together and maybe we can figure out a game plan
Maybe.
to kill them all?
I've been assuming that you are all in the same room.
Okay.
No, I mean like the soldier watch
Oh,
people.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, as I recall, did we ask the lieutenant if help was coming from the city? It would have been here by now.
Yeah, she
already
hasn't
said
had a
that.
message.
Yeah.
So yeah, you asked. Basically, what they told you is when the watchfire is sighted on the city walls.
Watch Cyrus fight it.
Having a day.
Having a day,
Having a week. It's okay.
having a cup.
Werewolves.
It's been the full moon week, guys.
The city is supposed to magically contact the lieutenant. Thus far, I mean, the fire was lit, and it has burned down. Now, it did not stay lit for as long as intended because a good chunk of it was thrown off the walls by the goblins who were landing on the roof. Still, somebody should have seen it from the walls, and the lieutenant should have received some sort of magical communication. That has not
Are
happened.
there any secondary ways of communicating with the city?
Nope.
Besides the watch?
I wonder what happened if we
Are they able to make a second fire?
I mean, the last time
Well,
something
comment.
like this happened was hundreds of years ago when the Dragonborn basically tried to take over this half of the continent.
Oh, but
Your
you know.
people.
Yeah.
So, standards have dropped since then.
Do we have anything resembling,
I see.
besides the cart that I saw downstairs, anything more wood that's led in this tower here?
I point to the table.
Here's a table. I slept in a very comfortable bed. I don't know whose I borrowed. Thank you, whose ever I borrowed.
We could burn some beds.
Light another fire.
Yeah.
At night.
Yeah.
Which nightfall.
Fire is more visible during the night.
It's currently nightfall, yes?
Yes,
8 o'clock.
it is currently dark.
To try and we're only an hour away. How many miles away from the city are we?
3?
3.
And they
thought
have
that we opened
horses
the door for a
downstairs,
second.
right?
Yeah, they have horses. We got our sled that we brought, which is wood.
But horses
Carriages?
are faster than oxen, aren't they? Because we have oxen, but they
In
have
4 feet of
horses.
snow.
Yeah, it's pretty deep.
Yeah, they had
that's
They had
great.
2 horses downstairs.
Only 2.
Good eating on those things, I hear. Just saying. I really don't like horses. So why don't we light something flammable?
That sounds like a good idea.
Something that might be seen better in
Yeah,
the
but
darkness.
for one, we're gonna need something to light the fire with, and then
Oh,
something
I
to
have
keep
a
it
cantrip.
going and like
Okay.
making it.
I
Larger.
also
If we've
have
got
fire.
oil, she's a
Okay.
What were you saying, Beth?
something.
Oh, I have a fire cantrip.
Yeah.
Sacred.
Yeah. I think.
So
yeah,
keep
sacred
in
flame.
mind the pyre before. Keep calling it a pyre. The signal stack. Whatever.
The
The stack
beacon.
of wood before
Beacon.
was a good 8 feet high.
Yeah.
What about your cantrips, etc.? Can they be shot into the sky like a flare?
Oh,
I don't see why not, but I
Even-
don't know that they don't last.
Good idea.
Like mine in particular doesn't last very long.
I know, but if you're able to cast it as many times as you like, can you simply stand there and shoot a pattern for as long as you can?
We could
Yeah,
try.
what do you think? Is that possible
In the
with
darkness.
sacred flame?
So when I was talking
Oh,
about
wait.
something to get the fire started, I was talking about kindling,
Kindling oil,
and then
accelerant.
we need something to sustain the fire.
We do have
So could
Some-
we go outside and grab some of that wood that they threw off the ledge? Like, is it very far from
Ooh, good point.
where the
We
door is?
also have, as I understand it, some corpses. Am I correct about that?
Oh.
I don't think we have any corpses inside, Vera.
No, most of the dead,
There's
most
some
of the
upstairs.
sleeping goblins
Were
were
chucked.
rolled off.
We have
Yeah,
the
we chucked them off
hobgoblins
the roof.
who
No, the
burned in the fire
hobgoblin already
anyway.
died in a fire, burned.
I think you might have 1 corpse.
But Mrs. Mayweather's really. We
Well, I was
shouldn't-
thinking if we had enough. I mean, there's fat on those things. That's accelerant.
I guess
Goblins are a bit spindly.
you're
You're
very
right.
practical, and that shouldn't be a surprise.
Well, they're dead. What's the bother? Fact.
Well, I suppose actually it makes a certain amount of sense because if we burn them, then they can't come back to haunt us later.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I hadn't thought of that. That's I wasn't thinking of that.
Well,
Well,
my-
it's quite sensible too.
Well, I've been told about this.
No, I heard about them. I just never thought.
I vote that we briefly open the door. We see if they rustle up and we kill whomever does. And then if they
And
don't, we
torch
should
them.
try and sneak out there and get some wood.
But so
I'm
Meow.
open doors.
you all do realize that we didn't kill the hag, right?
I have another
Why
thought.
are you so worried about her?
Well, she was rather intimidating. Should we come across her again? But she
I
seemed
just
to have
wanna
fled
kill
in the
her.
opposite direction, at least for now.
She just disappeared right before our eyes.
Yes.
That
She
didn't
was
seem
just
like
afraid of
fleeing.
us.
But you have an interesting point.
Beth, what were you gonna say?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt everyone, but just for future reference, since I don't know if my schedule can actually change, but so if and until it does, this is as long as I can stay for. Today is different because my first class is canceled, so unusually
Cool.
it doesn't happen very much often.
Yay,
so I'll
Beth.
stay longer, but just
Good to know.
I stay for like the first 25
Good to know. So we can do all of your cool stuff. Gets to come first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry. Okay.
But you, Cor, have an interesting point. If we open the door, we've killed all of the creatures that have come in here. Why not capture one and interrogate it?
Do you speak goblin?
I don't, but I'm wondering if Goblin might speak common.
Do goblins speak common, DM?
After her natural 20?
Pretty sure they can.
Some can, yes.
Okay.
Not well.
But
We
enough
could try,
to
we
be
could
heard.
see what happens.
There's also,
If they don't move, we could sneak out there and get some wood. Run
After all,
back to the
somebody
door.
has to give orders to the slaves.
And
That's
there are
right.
always
I'm sorry,
ways
what?
of
Slave girl, get to it.
ways of communicating and ways of interrogating, of course, that can work on any species.
And you have fire, we could burn them.
Well, we have many things.
Yes.
So
I have claws.
Get one alive.
I know I've recently attained status as a murderer, but I'm not particularly interested in becoming a torturer as well.
Well, if the creature is sensible, then we won't be. But it seems to me a live goblin right now could be more valuable to us than the dead goblins we already have.
That's fair, I suppose. I could always put them to sleep and we could check them back out.
Yes. Or simply chuck it back out alive. I mean, tied up.
No, I mean sleeping so that we don't have to, like... I feel like I'm out of my depth with some of this arrangement here.
But
Perhaps I should have stayed in the library.
why don't we run this by the lieutenant? Capture one alive, interrogate it. See if there's a plan here.
Yes.
Can I go and find Troglodyte?
Trakobash.
I'm sorry, there are no troglodytes in here.
You're no Trakobash.
Ah,
Make a history check.
yes.
I'm old, my memory is going.
Trakubash is in that main room where everybody was eating, and has a number of papers out. As you
Lieutenant.
come up, just kind of stack them, put them face down. Yes.
We were thinking perhaps it might be sensible to perhaps collect a live specimen of our attackers and ask what on earth they're doing here.
I feel like it seems pretty obvious what they're doing.
Attacking, yes, but why?
Because we're in here?
Yes, what do they want with us? Food? Weapons?
I'll generally hear that goblins like to eat us, but it's certainly an option. How do you propose to capture one?
Open the door,
Yeah, that's not happening.
isn't it?
We lost 2 people last time we opened that door.
We lost 2 people because we went out to get you out of that door. We held it open for a great deal longer than we intend to hold it open now.
And I'm really glad that we did rescue you.
Check.
Trying to help.
You have inspiration.
Hope. Eat.
Dang. I can't do mathematics. 19.
19. Alright, what's your proposal?
Well, get together the best of the guards that we can, our party. Open the door as if we're about to make a sortie. Wait, perhaps not open the door all the way. Wait until one of these little fellows makes their attack, grab him and close it.
But if they don't move...
Then that's more information.
Yes, but I think that we should go out there and gather some of the wood that they threw off the edge, and that way we can light a fire.
I will help you do that, Cora.
But leave that as the one point of entry, and clearly they cannot enter if you have... How many guards do we have in this tower again?
I think there's 9 plus the lieutenant.
Yeah. 10 plus our 5. 6.
So, Walton died, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
And then Colfax died.
And Colfax.
that was even more
Right,
That was so
Colfax was not actually part of the garrison.
Interesting.
Colfax was an
Oh,
adventurer.
and to add,
No!
if it were perhaps possible, we could restore the remains of your companion.
Alright, look. You can open the door. We're giving you 1 minute. My guards will be behind you. 1 minute's up, we're closing that door.
Fair. What do you
Anybody
think?
outside, staying outside.
gives us 10 rounds. Let's figure out where the wood is.
Good point. We can look
And
from
if
above.
it's close to where the door opening is, then let's do it.
Then
If
try it.
it's not, then
Or, if
it's
it's
not worth
not,
it.
we simply make the 1 minute foray, grab one of them that's nearest, pull them in. They're small. Smaller than you. Not smaller than me.
I don't think that it
And
would be
bring
worth
them in.
like going out there and getting one purposefully, like bringing them in.
It seems to me,
Unless
though,
they like wake up and they come in.
yes, the minute one of us walks out there, they'll attack. Or
Okay.
draws attention.
We will see.
Yeah.
So let us do some reconnaissance from above. And
I
see
have
what
some
we can see.
spells that can make them very fearful. Spell.
That's good.
But it seems we want to, at least in this case, lure them in.
I can. Well, someone will have a bad run of luck. Oh, and I think I can make it to be one of them and not one of us.
Okay.
Right. Perhaps, I don't know. If your spells depend upon that sort of...
How
Thing
about
or not.
some of you go up
Perhaps I can...
as far as you can go and take a look at the area where the wood might
Well-
have been?
I'm going to go out with Cora.
Yes, but let's look before any of us open that door and see what might be out there. I'm going to look from a lower floor out a window and see what because my eyes are not.
Do you
what they
need
used to be.
someone to help you hold you up so you can see out the window?
I can manage it on my own. Thank you, Jerry. I'm going to go towards. What's the next floor up from the bottom? That's the bottom floor.
So this is the basement.
Yeah.
This is the ground floor, and then that's the
second
one
floor.
up. Yeah.
And look towards the window that looks straight out over the door.
So
If there is like one of these.
Okay.
I'm going to peek up over the sill of this and start looking for goblins, looking for fallen wood. I'm only about, 10 feet off the ground from there?
Oh no. You are.
How high is each floor? 20 feet.
You're about 45 feet up.
Even at only the second floor?
Yeah.
So the ceilings are high.
So it's about 18 feet from floor to ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's about 10 feet between each thing. But you're not at the top of the second floor, you're at the bottom of the second
Yeah.
floor. So you're about 28, 30 feet up.
Okay. So I'm just going to look around and see everything that I can see near the door.
Okay, roll a perception check. Is anybody else doing any preparations, or are we waiting on this?
We were going to
information?
go up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
we're
was
going
waiting
to go
to
up to
hear
the
what they
top.
want to do.
So you guys are at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you looking?
We'll just look over the edges until we can
Yeah, I
possibly
would...
see some more.
Just walking around the edges.
Yeah.
Okay, both of you roll perception checks. Amanya,
I'll go be with Vera.
you're just there with her?
Yep.
Okay.
Can she
Oh.
give me advantage?
Nope.
That's
Fine.
I've been in
Perception.
the main room this entire time, banging the shit out of my armor. Fucking
18.
You do that. 18. Okay,
15.
Lyra, what are you doing during this?
I'll also trying to be perceptive and look. Actually, I'll be on the lower level too. What, the first floor? I'm sorry, I can't see that.
Yeah. All right, you may also look. So basically, everybody except Cormier roll perception.
10.
10,
18.
18. I thought it was 15.
5.
That was you. 15,
15.
15, and Cormier is not seeing things.
And then what did Lyra
Seeing
get?
red.
Oh,
Lyra?
5. I see nothing.
What'd you roll?
5.
5.
5? Okay. You guys can see that the stars are mostly occluded at this point, and there is a light snow falling. Talia, you can see one place where there is... It is dark. Do you have dark vision?
I have low light vision
So, sorry.
because you screwed us out of dark.
You have
Yeah,
low light.
you did.
Do you have low light?
No.
No.
Halflings don't
Because
even
you
have
screwed,
dark
yeah.
vision.
Halflings
You're
are
at
screwed out of
disadvantage.
everything.
Cora, do you have low light vision?
She does.
She does. Disadvantage.
I can't
I'm
do
sorry.
much worse
Normal
than
roll.
this.
Almanya.
I got
don't
exactly
think
the same
dragonborns
crappy roll
do.
twice.
Great.
Wait, what are we
Well,
rolling?
let me
now?
check.
Perception.
It's with
Oh,
disadvantage. You're fine. You're not
You blew
rolling
my
anything.
hat.
I saw that. It was awful and tragic.
So if we have low light vision, we don't have
If
disadvantage.
you have low light vision, you do not have
Okay.
disadvantage because you're only 30 feet up.
Still have 15.
It's too. You rolled the exact
But we're
same
on the
number.
top.
Oh, if you're on the top floor, you do have disadvantage. I'm sorry.
I hate being an honest player sometimes.
It's about
You're so good.
7.
7. Okay.
So that means Cora has disadvantage too. Because we have
Cora, no,
low
Cora's
light.
on.
Cora's
oh,
up.
Cora is on the top, so you do have disadvantage.
Balls.
Don't be an honest player, guys. It's not a good idea.
Oh, excellent.
If the DM misses it, he misses it.
It would still be the same. 15.
3 of you rolled the exact same rolls.
Well, no, I rolled a
No,
16.
but they were
My
higher.
other one sucked.
Oh, gotcha.
So-
I'm sorry. Okay, that makes sense. You, a light snow has begun to fall,
It's snowing. I
obscuring,
can't see a damn thing.
obscuring most of what fell on the ground. The snow is still trampled all over the place. You can see that small humps have been made in various places where you imagine that there are goblins hiding underneath.
Can I try and hit some?
Maybe they'll freeze.
Roll some attacks with disadvantage.
If they don't like extreme
Any
cold, maybe
gathered,
they'll freeze.
particularly near the door.
But the snow adds a level of
lumps.
insulation to it.
Nobody is
Only if
right
you
up
barrel
against
down
it.
the
The
About how
nearest is
far?
probably about 20 feet away.
20 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 for the
generally,
first.
7,
If they, like,
just blasting the snow.
Do they move?
The snow? Yes,
No,
it
little
moves. You just hit it
goblins.
with a blast.
Little
of
lumps.
Did you hear any? Ah!
You don't hear or see any movement other than
11?
11. You're just blasting the snow.
How-
Nothing
91
seems to
more.
be connecting. Sure.
Yes.
How deep is this snow, as far as we can determine?
Well, you've been in it.
No.
No. On your way here, it's probably about 2.5, 3 feet deep.
How are these little suckers moving that fast?
They're not.
They were moving pretty darn fast when we were attacked when they were fighting them outside.
Yeah.
Was that snow stamped down?
Yeah, they were equipped for the snow. You saw a lot of them running on top of it, small snowshoes, things like that.
They have little itsy-bitsy snowshoes!
They're mounting a raid across the open tundra.
Okay, now I just want a goblin to steal its snowshoes.
They would fit you.
Let's chuck you off the roof. You can come in.
If you grab those snowshoes, you will eliminate your
I know,
your
that's
disadvantage in
what
the
I'm
snow.
saying. But
That'd be great.
looking straight down from 20 feet, is there sort of an area of tamped down snow near the door where everybody was squabbling around
Yeah,
for so long?
yeah. That
About
would
how
be fairly well
far does that reach, the packed area?
packed. About to where the first goblins are.
So they're
20
waiting in the
good
snow
20
line.
feet, yeah.
Okay. But that area, for example, if I went out there, I would be able to walk for the first, say, 20 feet.
Yeah, probably.
And then the snow would
Yep.
go up again. Useful
Mm-hmm.
information. I will go up top and report said information to my compatriots.
Okay.
I can't see anything. It's snowing.
Neither.
Me neither.
Nearest one seems
I tried
to be
hit some of them.
20 feet.
It's also dark.
20 feet from the door, with area that we can at least walk through up to the nearest one. So I'm not sure that the grabbing the wood would be a viable option, but grabbing a goblin?
Where is the other closest one?
Did I see that? The other closest lump. I mean, I imagine that they're just swarming 20 feet from the door.
Yeah. 20 feet from the door, it's just...
This
I mean,
would be...
you do not see as many...
What if
There are far more goblins than you see signs of.
Yeah, we assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
This seems
what
to
if
be
I
a grab and
caused
run.
one of them to be scared, and then when they pop out of the snow, hopefully,
But
we
See him.
do you have to see this individual to make it be afraid?
get back to
That's
me
an
on that.
excellent question.
I am a student of magic.
Or
I-
it's more a question, does any of you have a spell that isn't a matter of making them run away, but making them run towards?
No, but I can certainly make them fall asleep.
I can make
Once
them
we
laugh
find
really
one.
loudly.
You can see,
That helps.
but I mean, I could just cast another lump in the snow.
It seems to me the matter is grabbing and running faster than all of his little friends.
Okay.
I mean, I
well,
can.
we could
don't
always
know.
use it later.
I can
Yes.
make a really
Keep in
loud,
mind.
thundering, cracking sound that'll go about 100 feet out, but I don't know if that'll scare them or not.
But all
certainly
these
scared my parents.
things are getting them to get
Yeah.
away from us, whereas
Did
we
I
want
never
to
tell you that
run
story?
towards
No.
us and the others
I'll tell you
away.
sometime.
Yes, please do.
Perhaps it's a matter of moving quickly and quietly. And
You are definitely the quietest of all of us, but I don't
but
think that's
not
a good idea,
the type
Ma.
to manhandle a goblin my own size quickly back 20 feet.
I
Cormier,
don't
do you
know
feel
that
like you
I
could
could manhandle
handle that?
either.
Motherfuckers are on the roof.
You're
That's
not
true. We're having this conversation on the
balls.
roof. We can go down and
Cormier's
perhaps
strong.
Cormier is stronger than
We
I
should
am.
go
It
and
is
ask
freaking
him.
cold up here. So
Yeah,
We
no,
should
we
go
know.
down.
We should
It's
go down and
cold.
ask him.
Yeah.
he's angrily...
Cormier, darling,
Is his hair still red?
we're trying to kidnap a goblin. Interested?
Sounds fun.
I thought so.
Start putting on my armor again.
Hell yeah, Autumn.
We're trying to figure out how to kidnap said goblin without
Grab him.
dying. Yes, that's my idea.
How fast are you, Cormier? Because you're certainly big. Are you fast? Too faster than goblins.
Bigger than me.
Ignore she's
We were
tiny,
talking
so
about
she's
in
not fast.
comparison to
Tiny.
me. In comparison to me.
She's an elf.
5'10".
In comparison to me. You are all strapping young
I know,
people.
I'm shorter than you in the game,
Yeah.
but I imagine.
No, I see what
we're
you're
just
doing.
Going, but she's so small.
Grab him. Let's go.
Agreed. Question is how to grab them without being murdered by his
By
little
the neck.
friends. Sensible.
Well, we
I
could
like the way
cover
he thinks.
Cormier.
This is great.
Yes, what I'm thinking is you send in one person to grab,
Don't
and
send him
everybody
in.
else
Open the door.
covers. And let them come to us.
Yeah. Grab him.
Oh,
Do you think they'll come?
Why don't we... I like Jim Bro Cormier. He's my favorite Cormier so far.
Here, I think the lieutenant, when I asked permission to open the door,
What kind of armor is it? Plate?
Plate, yeah.
10 minutes. Okay.
to start. When I
Can we
spoke
help
to
him?
the lieutenant, I believe that she was under the impression that if we sent out a sortie, she would leave the door open for 1 minute. But what we suggest perhaps is simply open the door until one steps in, and then close it. I'll perhaps broach the subject with her again.
Or we just open the door.
That's what I suggest. I'm gonna go find,
We'll just do that. Let's go
Honor
do it.
says ask
Again.
for...
She is still sitting at the
Forgiveness, not
table
permission.
in this room.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Hello, madam, lieutenant. So what do you say to simply opening the door for as long as it takes for one of these little fellows to approach?
Not so comfortable with the as long as it takes. As I said before, we can reasonably hold the door for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Sorry, 1 minute.
1 minute.
Is that wow?
10 rounds. is what
If
was
one
in
of
my
these
head.
little fellows doesn't arrive in the 1 minute, it seems to me we're not under attack.
Sure. But we're closing the door after 1 minute.
If you're not under attack,
Yes.
and they're just waiting,
Yes.
and we're just waiting for them.
Yes.
Seems logical.
Ma, do we have any of that stew left? Always. Because they might be hungry.
Put
Yes.
a bowl
Oh,
out
what
like
a person
that.
it might be coming. No, I
How long
don't
has
like
it been
this.
since
So,
breakfast?
you cooked up about 12 rations. You are out of rations.
I know I'm out of mine, but I'm out of theirs.
Well, you were not carrying 12 rations. How many were you carrying?
10.
10? So you had to borrow a couple of other rations from other people to cook the first meal.
Mind you, I was in the basement before. So, was I rifling their stuff for this?
You did not say that you were rifling their
Because I
stuff
didn't know
for
what
that.
I was going to be
You
using.
were rifling their stuff. It
I
just
was
wasn't for
rifling a
food.
lot of their
Correct.
stuff.
You read their
I rifled
Giovanni's.
their gold. All right, fellows. What do you say to holding the door open for 1 minute and waiting to see
Let's
what
see what
happens?
happens.
With support from our friends here.
Were we supposed to bring food? Because I certainly
Why would you not bring rations when you leave the city into the wild?
Because I'm a scribe. I have a scholar's pack, not
Yes.
a dungeoneer's pack.
What common sense?
Do you perhaps mind
I've
understanding
never
before we
left the
do
city
this?
Cormier reputation
I've got
with
5
you.
days of rations.
What were you saying?
I've got 5 days of
Lieutenant,
rations.
before we
Just take some time.
engage
How would
in
you
this
be five?
expedition, so to speak, do you mind if I make dinner for your...
Just got lost.
Not at all.
do you mind if I
Your
perhaps
dick.
use the supplies currently here in the tower?
That's what they're for.
Right. I go down to the basement and I get necessary supplies and I
Okay.
cook dinner for the
You
crew.
do that.
Should I roll a performance check for how good it is?
Is Beth still here?
Yeah,
She's here.
I'm here, I'm sorry.
What would it be for
I would allow
Deliciousness.
intelligence or wisdom.
What do you think?
Don't roll. Why would you roll for it?
I know, I
Oh
don't
my
need to
God.
roll for it, but it'd be fun to roll for it to see if it's
It
if it's
would be
average
fun.
or really good.
Yeah.
Or if
Because there are no other options.
It's a 21.
That's the best.
It's really
fucking
good.
Food.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ball.
We
It's
make
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yum.
Eat up, lovelies.
About half the crew is here. The other half are taking their shift in bed.
I'll
What? They get to sleep?
You see, this is
Yes.
what I'm gonna miss.
We
That's not
slept.
fair.
It's not like all of them are on guard and then
They
all
should
of
be
them go to
on
sleep.
guard all the time.
And
Yes,
They're
somebody
not
is on
automatons.
guard
All
all
of
the
them.
time.
This water is so good.
The person who took one of them off of their regularly scheduled duty for however long that took.
I'll save the half of it for the people who are currently on watch. I made something that'll keep and be good cold or be
All right.
reheated.
Did you
comes
know
back
that
for
you can't
seconds.
find the domain
Good.
if it doesn't
Yes.
equal 0? Or, well, if it equals 0, then you can't.
That sounds like a numbers thing. I'm more of a words person.
What's the plan?
Get everybody together, hold the door open a crack. I will yell something and say, "Hey, gobbos," and see if they come.
Oh, dead gods, this will go well.
Sounds great. All right.
Cormac comes back for thirds. Like, smashing.
Smashing.
Oh, there they are.
Hey, you made him say something that wasn't morose and sad.
Wait, what color is your hair?
It's
Can I
ginger.
help you?
Yeah, he's summer.
I'm right here. Perhaps you can address me since I'm in the same room
No,
as you.
I was just congratulating Ma because she was trying to find out what your favorite food was
Uh-huh.
earlier, and you were in a terrible mood, and you said
Uh-huh.
ale,
Yeah.
which I agreed with her that I agreed with you.
That's-
personally
That's
that-
actually. What? Wait, Lovey. That's another point. Do you have a favorite color?
I don't think I like the red-haired one very much.
He's eating.
What's your favorite color?
What color is your food?
I'm gonna
brown
give them
and
back
stew.
scritches.
Brown is my favorite.
I'm gonna scooch her back.
I think I might put some brown in
Through
that
plate,
hat.
man. Through plate.
It's blue mostly.
I'm gonna
Oh, you're
scooch
making
her
brown
back.
stripes?
Don't scratch.
Well, he repaired my crossbow. It was rather lovely of him, I thought.
That was so
Where
good of him.
No,
Are the
no.
rest of you in relation to Vera?
I'm where Cora is, wherever Cora
I, by
is.
the way, am the voice here, so I'm backed up way back to the doors here. I'm not up by the whatever.
Put me up by the door.
I thought you were going to shout out the door.
I'm gonna shout, but I'm gonna shout from back there. I've got 13 hit points.
Are you sure?
I will be next
I got
to
my
Cora
crossbow
wherever Cora
cocked.
is.
All
I'm
right.
staying.
Where are
I'm
you?
staying by
Are we
her.
going out? Are we covering
Wait, are we
Cormyr?
ready?
Is that our plan?
We're
we
gonna do
doing
this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
going to
just in
shout
the
and try and bring them in.
Almanya, you're just in the room behind her.
Okay.
So you're kind of holding open the door, looking out onto this 15-foot long hallway.
Remember, lovelies, I'm gonna say this to everybody in the room. Alive is the entire goal here.
And mine too.
Okay.
So grab, don't shoot.
All right. Where are you going to be?
I'll be a few feet behind Cormyr, just ready to back him up if
Okay.
need be.
So
I'll be on his opposite
anybody
side from
fighting really in that space is going to be having disadvantage on their attacks
I would like
because
to
you've
not
got
be
so
at
many people
disadvantage.
crammed in there. So you can shoot
they
through
scooch?
here. Any ranged attack you have, your enemies are going to have about 3/4 cover.
No, I would like to be ready with my great axe.
So where do you want? Do you want to be in the back with your great axe?
No, I would like to be in between the...
How about you two flank
Can
the
they
door?
scooch back a little bit and I'll be directly behind him?
The ones on duty
Okay.
are going to be watching the door.
Okay.
Y'all are civilians. The lieutenant is not going to say, "Sure, you can all go down there and be in command of the door." They are in command of the door.
Your
you
grab
you guys are trying your plan.
Can
Oh,
I please be
didn't-
right up there with Cormyr?
Didn't one of you have a
And, I will step
net?
out of the door with him.
Okay,
I
so you're
don't
gonna
have
okay.
that.
So as long
Someone
as you
did.
guys are all in this room, though, the people in front are gonna have disadvantage on attacks.
Once
Just so
he
you know.
steps out of the door, I will step out
No
as
one's
well.
stepping out of the
Okay.
door. We're waiting for them to step in.
And I will be on his
Grabbing
other
we open
side.
it and it's like, whoomp.
Question.
Dungeon Master. I will
Yes.
be on his other side.
Who is he?
There's no room.
There's no
There
room.
is no room.
Okay. Then I'll be right behind Cora. I'll say, excuse me.
Didn't one of you... I'm just gonna say this before we open the door. Oh, sorry, Lyra, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was just say Lyra's gonna be in the back in case anybody needs to be cured.
Perfect. Didn't
Can
one of
she
you
see?
have
She's
a
right here.
net?
There.
I thought someone mentioned it
Yep,
during the
net
combat
here.
before. You got a net?
Yep.
That's perfect. Net the little thing.
Do you have? a-
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Really?
Whatever's
Net and,
closest.
like,
you
100
just
feet of rope.
you just drop that right
Nice.
on the little
Okay.
fella. Whoever comes
Cool, cool, cool.
closest.
Better
Or
idea.
two.
Grab him
Grab him.
by the neck.
Sounds good.
Okay. Good talk.
As long as he's not strangled to death, I think we'll be good.
All right.
I was imagining him picking up a goblin and crushing
I'm just
it.
imagining we open the door and literally nothing happens for
Oh, I think something will happen.
10 minutes. Or they're
Nope.
too smart.
You opening the door?
I'm holding a firebolt.
I'm back there. I ain't
I'm
opening
sorry. You
nothing.
having them open the door?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm holding a firebolt.
Two of the soldiers reach under, lift the bar, pull it to the side, and then just kind of pull this door inward just a tad.
I'm going to shriek. We're dying of some mysterious illness in here.
She's lying.
Well, I was going to roll perception to see if they hear that, but okay.
Which is
four
going
attacks.
to be true in 4 days.
With disadvantage, you're behind the door. Cora, 4 attacks with 4 arrows with disadvantage come flying
I
at
forgot
you.
about the arrows.
New plan.
16 hit.
No, we gotta lure this little suckers in
17
here.
hit.
Yes.
Okay, second attack. Okay. You hear a scream of pain.
Yes! Let's get that
18.
one.
Yes.
Sorry,
and 4.
Cora. I forgot about their
You hear another
Rangers.
cry of pain.
We took out 2 guys.
We didn't do anything.
God damn it. Alright,
Balls.
so you take... Nope, roll it in.
Lyra's here to heal you. It's okay.
I can heal too.
You take a whopping 6 points of damage
Dang.
because I rolled double 1.
That would have given me half my health.
Okay,
So, yes,
so-
a lot.
You guys watch as the door creaks open, and suddenly 4 arrows come flying through the door, and 2 of them kind of cut through Cora's shoulder
Sorry, dearie.
and hip. And now I need everybody to roll initiative.
Does my firebolt good to go off?
Nope. Are you holding a firebolt?
She did say that
said
she was
it like
did say
3
that.
So
times.
you cannot see out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
You're holding it.
Natural 20.
Oh.
23.
Oh.
What
Okay.
the? I've never seen initiative like that. That's ridiculous.
That's Galbo's.
Mind you, I can't actually do anything.
That's the guards.
Where's the front of my
25 to 20.
23.
23, 20. Okay. Shira. Talia. 20 to 10. Sorry, 20 to 15. 15 and 16. Okay.
I'm 18.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out.
Get it, girl.
There was a 15?
16.
16.
18, 16, 15.
I'm ready for a Shane episode.
Who's that?
15 to 10.
Just right now in the middle of battle.
15.
What did Lyra get?
Yeah, Lyra, what's your
water.
initiative? 9.
Clerics.
Alrighty.
You guys can get damaged, and then I'll heal you.
That's
Exactly.
good. It's always good to have the cleric go
Vera.
last.
You're up first.
I'm going to scream as loud as my little lungs can shout.
Okay.
And say, in here, my little green darlings, we've got tons of things for looting, and we're surrendering.
Oh,
Roll a deception check.
Glorious. That's 16.
Okay. Cool. Talia, what you doing?
I will yell at the guard that's... I can't see anything out the door.
Nobody can see nothing out that
Great.
door.
I will take my action to dash, and I will run up to the next level and position myself at the window where Vera was shooting shit at them earlier. That should get me there, yes? Did that take my whole action?
It's
28 feet per floor.
so it's 28 feet for the full. Yeah, so you're there.
Does it take my action, though?
It will take your action to get to the
Okay. Then I'll just be there.
window. Okay. Almanya.
I also can't see anything, I assume, right?
Bonus action hide.
Too late. What?
Fine.
I also can't see anything, right?
Nobody can
Correct.
see nothing.
Okay.
We got 10 rounds, y'all.
Yeah, we got 10 rounds. I'm going to
Last session was
use a
3
bonus
hours
action
of
to
solid
inspire Cormier for his grabbing
For his
goblin.
net-
And how are you going to inspire him?
I actually
To
want to hear
grab
this from
Goblin.
him.
That's the thing. The only song I have prepared is like sort of a slow ballad.
No,
Not
you
a
need to come up with
goblin
something about grabbing
grabbing
goblins
song?
by the neck.
Okay. Come
limerick.
back to me. Come back to me.
Alrighty.
I'll write something.
A
Hold
limerick.
on.
Almanya starts babbling. You're sure at some point
grabs
it will
the
turn
goblin by the
coherent,
neck.
but- Gobbo is them. Okay.
What they gonna do? Are they gonna hear my little pleas?
Oh, I think they heard.
Come and get me.
This is awful.
I'm only a little old lady.
And they took their turn. Cormier, you're up.
They shot for their turn.
No, we don't know.
They're
what they
too
did.
smart for us.
What's that?
What did you roll?
Better than you.
No.
I get ready to grab a motherfucker.
Yes.
Do you does he
So
see
you're holding
anything
an
out that
action
door?
to grab motherfucker. Cora.
I would like to inspire Scorpion.
With a dad joke.
Do I see one close that is grabbable?
You're the only one at the moment who can actually see out the door. Go ahead and
Sweet.
roll a perception check.
Oh. 10.
You see no goblins.
Ruh-roh. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast randomly out the door.
You Eldritch Blast randomly out the door.
Anything? Can I roll? No? Ruh-roh.
I mean, you can roll with disadvantage, sure.
Okay.
She's gonna roll a natural 20 twice in a row. Just because that's the way it works.
It was a 7. Wait, 13. It was what? 22?
Sure, roll damage.
Capture, not kill. Fine.
But you don't need to capture all of them.
True.
We can kill all but one.
That works.
8?
Now one of them is truly dead because they ate damage. Yes. Wait, no, we wanted him alive.
Guard's turn.
Get one Eldritch Blast now.
Um,
This is bullshit.
The guards are going to pull the door
Fuck you, low
open
levels.
wider.
Oh, good.
So
Come and get
you
me my
two are
pretties.
now standing in the doorway.
Come and get me my pretties.
They're opening both, so it's double
No.
doors.
They're just opening this door. So
That's
that one's
good.
still closed.
So it's double doors, though.
Yes.
Okay, so they're opening the one that I'm standing behind now,
Yes.
effectively?
So they basically push it and you're going to have to skirt around it. So now you and Cora are standing in the doorway.
Great.
Okay.
Okay. 2 attacks with disadvantage against each of you. Cora. 9. 13.
Yeah, didn't they already take their
No.
turn? They were holding an action until they saw something.
Cormier, 2 attacks against you.
What's that?
Remember, you have a -1. Oh, come on. It was a natural 20 and a 13.
Ha!
Malls.
Wait, why do they have disadvantage?
Because they suck.
The door?
Because of the stuff.
Well, one with disadvantage one more time.
It's
but
snowing. They can't
but they
see.
don't have. I don't know why
It's
they have
dark.
Yeah, but they've got better dark
Do
vision
they
than
have
you
cover?
Why?
do.
That's not
Does
fair.
an 18 hit your armor class when it's reduced by 1?
I want to be a
Dark
goblin.
vision in 5e.
Yeah, you guys maybe want to like go do a this along the side.
Lyra, what you doing?
Alright, so did Cora take damage?
She did.
Cora did take damage.
Don't heal
Not
her.
very much.
She only
She's
took
not dead.
6.
Not very much.
She only took 6.
Not very much. Okay. I'll hold my action until somebody takes like severe enough damage that they're not looking so good.
So real quick, Beth, if you hold the action, what it basically means is you've cast the spell, and either you have to use it or you'll lose it. So what you could,
Okay.
if you hold a spell, you will lose the spell slot regardless of what happens. If you wanted to say, well, if somebody gets hurt really bad, I'll heal them. If nobody does get hit really bad, I'll dump it on Cora anyway, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or you could just not use the spell slot.
Don't use it.
Don't waste your spell slot.
Shh! Let her figure out how to cleric.
Guiding bolt, inflict wounds. What?
Light.
Okay, can I see out the door? There's too many people right there.
No.
Actually, no.
Them.
Yeah, at this point, you're actually a little ways up the stairs. So you could, if you bend way down, you can see underneath the stairs above you out towards the door, but you can't really make much out outside the door.
Okay, I'll do nothing, and I actually have to go now, but when somebody does look like they're dying, I'll help them.
So you've got 3 spell slots and 17 hit points,
Yes.
and a 17 armor class.
Yes.
Oh, there they are. Good. And you've got Cure Wounds, Bless, Healing Word, Inflict Wounds, and Guiding Bolt?
Yep.
All right, good.
Engineering school is really hard.
Right.
Thanks,
I
Beth.
also have thaumaturgy if that's ever useful, as in like
Thaumaturgy.
either drawing them in or drawing them away.
Yeah, that'd be. You would
I'm
magnify a
building
voice.
windows.
That's true.
She could magnify her voice.
All right, so keep that in mind as you guys
Yeah.
continue.
Sweet.
All right, thank you, Lyra.
Bye,
Love you.
Bye.
You're the best.
I'll text you later.
Alrighty.
I have a poem.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
do recite.
Limerick.
Inspire.
It's a limerick. Look how
For
fast she
Cormac.
wrote a limerick.
There once was an Eldarin elf who was extremely sure of himself. With a goblin in check, he wrung its thin neck and displayed its head on a shelf.
He is hella inspired.
Is it a D6 at this point?
Yes.
Okay, you have a D6 of inspiration.
What's an Eldrin?
Sorry, I had to make it work.
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Poetic license. Vera, you're
Yeah,
up again.
poetic license.
Can I
jeez.
now see anything out this door? I'm right at this bottom of this. I'm against the doors. Or am I
You
completely
cannot.
blocked by them? Then I'm going to...
No, so your low light vision extends 30 feet.
I ain't got no low light
doesn't.
vision.
You can't see shit past the doorway.
Great. Then I'm going to hold a crossbow bolt if anybody gets past.
That's why they have disadvantage. Even with dark vision, in darkness you still have in dim light you still have... I know what I'm doing. Go ahead.
If any gobos get past this front rank of soldiers, I'm going to shoot them.
Okay.
In the face.
With...
my crossbow.
which has been fixed.
Yes.
Good. Alrighty, holding an
I
action.
am also going to scream.
Anything in particular, or
My
just...
turn.
I'm going to scream, we're really dying in here! We're easy pickings!
Talia, you're up.
Why is she telling me the truth? Yeah, it actually kind of is.
What are you doing?
Would like to. I would like to chuck a firebolt out the window and then duck back.
She's up here.
Oh, out the window. Okay. Okay.
Do you see anything?
I can't see shit,
4 attacks with disadvantage against you.
but I got covered.
Yes, so add 5 to your armor class.
Okay.
22.
Yeah.
Has your-
Fuck you.
I'm sorry,
Mage armor.
disadvantage.
Did you
19.
Mage armor, did you?
19, I'm sorry, not 22. Disadvantage.
Oh, who do you think I am, my love?
Plus 5 to your AC.
Her AC is 12. She's a baby.
Okay.
Welcome to level 1.
13.
Level
2.
That'll
Very
miss.
much.
14.
That'll also miss.
And 14.
Okay, so 1 hits.
So you take 3 points of damage.
Okay, sweet. Because I already
I
drank the health
cannot
potion my
roll.
mama gave me.
Freaking these. That's right, you guys
sold
are,
me
you guys
for
are out of health
$75.
potions.
I've stolen all of your red dice power.
It
Okay.
is a
So
good die.
is my attack on what's it? Disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the only one.
It's been a long
Go for it.
7.
7. Okay, you fire a bolt out into the snow and it just kind of fizzles
Great.
out. Steam arises.
Sweet.
You see no movement. Elmania!
Interesting.
Can I see anything?
I duck back, by the way, out of the window.
Do you want to use your action to perceive?
Sure, yes.
Roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Sorry.
That's natural 1.
My pretty Uh-oh. She don't see nothing.
You are temporarily blinded
Oh, come on.
by grief.
What? Over what?
You don't know. It's in her backstory.
I'm temporarily...
Baby got backstory.
You don't see anything.
I'm going through my whole backstory. What tragic thing have I
Alright.
beheld that goblins...
Gobbo turn. 2 attacks with disadvantage against each of you. 11.
Oh my god.
Yerp.
7.
Nope.
Against you. Double nat 20s.
Flies.
I'm kidding. You hear a
All
cry of
lies.
pain from outside.
We're just picking them off one by one against each other.
Oh, fuck. I should've
And
done that.
11. Okay, so arrows
backwards.
come clattering in. Cormir manages to stop them all And you're both fine.
Could have hit. Stupid divination wizard that I am.
Okay.
New powers,
Joshua?
who dis?
Tell us.
They're doing something. Cormier!
Good.
Excuse me, DM. Never mind, I can't see them.
I'll start
DM.
edging the door closed.
Okay. You start edging
Not
it closed.
closed, but, like halfway.
Halfway? Okay. So you two both now also have half cover.
C'est moi?
Cora.
Dude, never mind.
Are any of them close? Like, are they within reach?
You can use your action to try and spot some.
My action.
Glancing about, you don't see any.
We're not getting out of this tower, guys. Let's
What
just
if I,
shut
like,
the door and
take
go
a
back.
step
Nope.
out
I'm determined to kidnap one of these little
to
suckers.
try and see if I can grab one? Will that be my action still?
You gonna make a sortie?
I want to move closer out of the door.
So, the closest, from what Vera reported, the closest ones to the door were 20 feet away.
Oh.
They're not
So you
listening
could
to my
get
little
out.
comment.
You could move out 20 feet and try to see and grab one, and then make it 10 feet back to the door. You would then be exposed to the full fire of the goblin archers.
We need, yeah. We need,
Abort plan.
no, we need all of these guys to fire out of the door and give you.
Shh, it's not your turn. Cora, what you doing?
I mean, drunk. I mean, hydrated Cora.
Wow. Wow. That was actually perfect right there. Bingo.
Smooth as fucking sandpaper.
This is a
wanna
children's
step
show.
out of the door.
Since when?
Okay,
No, it's not.
you step out of the door.
Showing her life.
Oh dang!
honey.
Oh
Children, if you're
dang!
watching, please tell your parents.
4 are immediately going to fire at you with disadvantage.
Okay.
Still dark.
11. 17.
Yeah.
Aha! Got you
Dang.
once.
What? Come on!
15.
Yes.
What?
Twice. No. And balls. And 15.
Yes.
So 3 hits.
Ah,
Okay.
you got backup. You got Lyra in the back here.
Ruh-roh.
You take 14. You take 20 points of damage.
You down?
Oh, hun.
These ones rolled well.
Mother.
2 4s, 6 plus 2 to I think it's plus 2 to each. Hold on.
Lyra's got you.
Yeah, plus 2 to each.
I'm down.
Well,
Lyra,
Lyra,
we'll pull you back in. It's okay.
Lyra steps outside the door and immediately... Cora steps outside the door and immediately, Cormier, you watch her just get hit with 3 arrows and go to the ground.
Sack of potatoes.
Well, that's Cora's turn. Guard's turn!
please.
I didn't see anything.
Fire.
Hey, we can't kill Maddie just because she's leaving us.
Give her cover.
Okay.
She stepped outside a
I
fucking
told
tower
you when
under
you step
siege.
out.
Cover fire.
Alrighty.
Not my turn, but I would yell that if it were my
You're gonna yell out cover fire?
Cover fire. Do they have bows?
Roll a persuasion check.
Joshua.
Intimidation check with advantage.
I'm not
Why is that
leaving
intimidation?
like,
I'm just
with
saying
the
cover
intentions
her.
of, like,
Because it's an
these
order.
guys.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Maybe
It's an order that they don't really... No, at advantage.
You're set,
What?
girl.
Advantage. Because you made them several meals.
I did.
They want to listen to you. You made
Uh,
Wait, why did you just roll with double advantage?
What did I?
You rolled 2
I'm
dice.
confused.
And then you rolled 2 dice.
It was only
The water
a...
is strong tonight.
Intimidation?
I'm still only a.
A 5.
But you rolled with advantage, so why did you?
I rolled
One
2
of them-
very bad things.
Um,
No, that was the second roll that I wasn't allowed to keep.
E6 Chew. With her longbow. Her? Her longbow.
Yeah.
Runs to the door, draws back the bow. 4 attacks with disadvantage against her.
Oh,
No!
come on.
Balls.
This is what you wanted them to do!
I wanted them all to do, because that's the only way it
Well, sure.
works.
That's a miss.
Maybe we should
That's a
close the
miss.
door.
We'll get you in here first, and then
Oh.
we'll talk.
That's a miss.
Nah.
Who?
That one will hit. E6 Chew takes 3 points of damage. Okay,
You know,
but
there's nothing
she
wrong with
fires
being
off
a
her
miss.
bow.
Mm-hmm. Just throwing that.
Being a what?
nothing wrong with being a miss.
She fires off her bow and ducks back behind the door.
Sensible
She's got
girl.
one arrow just stuck into her shoulder.
Sorry. I'll make you something nice later, honey.
Okay. Lyra is me
Yes.
at this point.
And now.
Please get that girl
Unless
back
you
up
want one
again.
of us to run her, which I would be willing to do.
You're good at running off speed.
I'm little. She can get past me.
DM.
10,
Well, me too, but I'm terrible at running.
15.
I forgot. I can
Forget
move
about them.
through people's space.
Lyra.
I
No,
get so
Cora.
hyper-focused.
That's because
You regain
my group hates
4
me, and they need to
hit points.
She not dead.
NPC with it.
And then Lyra's gonna go 5, 10, 15.
Sensible woman.
Vera.
I can move through these people's space.
You can, actually, because you are a small person.
Because I'm itsy. Should I do something dumb?
Always.
Yes.
Yeah, I should.
But stories are made of foolish decisions. Tragic choices.
Yes.
Tragic.
I am going to use my movement to walk through these people's space.
Yep.
But the second I get to the door, I'm going to stealth. So I am trying to hide.
You
In the
mean right
dark and the
before you
snow.
get to the doorway? you
Essentially, I'm
stealth.
trying to hide. Yeah, I'm trying to hide as I go out.
Roll a stealth check.
So you're going to try and hide with a bright light source at your back into the darkness.
What I'm going to try and do is, I assume that the light. How much light is there in this little hallway? That's shining out into the.
So I'll give you the check.
Because what I'm going to try and do is like dart into the dark outside.
In the hallway, there are only 2 torches. Here and here.
Yeah.
So the hallway is bright light. I'll give you the check because you, a tiny person, are kind of running out, and there is a room full of people silhouetted in the light behind you.
So they can't really tell where I am.
Pretty much. So if you're looking at this doorway, you're seeing a bunch of black figures that just merge with one another, and basically you're trying to slip out and dodge to the side.
Yeah. And how much movement will it take me to get out the door?
From here, it would take you 5, 10, 15, 20.
20 feet. So that whole thing's 20 feet. Okay, so I can get another 5 out. Okay, I'm going to hide right outside the door.
Go ahead and roll your stealth
Not
check.
go too far out. It's only an 8. They can see me just
This is going to go real well.
Yep.
Their passive perception is higher than 8.
Yeah, I know they are.
So you run out the door and 4 attacks
Not
with
my
disadvantage
full
against you.
thing yet.
What's
Yeah,
passive
but 4
perception?
attacks with disadvantage against you. 17.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a cry of pain.
I took an arrow
We're
to
just
the knee.
taking out
That's
so
like
many of
4.
them. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
We're taking out more than we ever did.
23.
Yeah.
14.
Nope.
You hear another cry of pain. The number of
we have to,
natural
we have
ones.
gotten rid
Any
of
of you
more
wanna use
goblins
this
this
die?
way.
No. Maybe when I roll
By
my
the
Alright.
way,
Are
I'd
they
like
just
to make
like
a
killing
perception
themselves?
2
check.
hits?
Yeah, from where I am, if I'm not dead.
That's
If
the
you're
die
not
I
dead.
got you.
You take
Good,
5,
it's working.
9 points of piercing damage.
Out of those, both of those?
Yeah, that's total.
I will now make a perception check.
Okay, you run out the door. Arrows cut through the sides of your leather armor. You make a perception check. Roll a perception check.
Disadvantage though, 'cause I'm
With
in the dark.
disadvantage, because yes. No, because... No, with disadvantage. Right? Dim
I'm
light
still in the dark.
disadvantage?
I'm still. That doesn't help me because I'm halfling. I don't have dim light. I don't think.
Yeah, but there's some light spilling from the
True.
entrance.
I'm just trying to see whatever I can see closest to one.
Go ahead, just roll it straight. Roll it straight.
Roll straight. 17.
17.
Where's the nearest little sucker? This is a recon.
You see...
This is a recon.
Exactly.
Oh,
my hip.
So you can't see any kind of
I
full
took an arrow to
goblins
the
standing
knee.
there rushing you yet.
fallen in my
You can
pants.
see lots of movement. There seem to be almost trenches made out of the snow outside, and you can kind of see movement in the front trench, and you can start to see a group of them starting to coalesce directly opposite the gate, about 20 feet away from you.
They are still 20 feet away.
Yes.
Okay. I will now use my bonus action.
Okay.
To dash.
Have
back
you used your
inside.
action?
You already used your bonus action to
This is a
hide.
bonus. I didn't.
You used your bonus action to hide.
Is that what that was doing? Because what I was saying is I was trying to stealth up and out and not use the bonus
Right, it is a
action for
bonus action to hide.
Mm-hmm. But it's an action to stealth, is what she's saying.
I'm confused.
No, it's not an action to stealth.
Yeah, wait.
It is a bonus action to attempt to stealth.
Okay.
But can she use her action to stealth as
Yeah, because I still have an
But then-
action
but
left.
then
I
she
only
burned
used
her action to use
movement.
perception.
So I use my movement to get
Sure,
back inside.
You could
I can
use
do
your
three
action.
things.
You
Movement,
could use
action,
your
and
action
bonus
to try and
action.
hide again if you wanted.
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get back inside.
Oh, you're using action to dash.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. It's either my action to stealth or my bonus action to dash.
the
Whatever.
action was to perceive.
Okay. So I have three things. I've
Good
got
luck.
action, bonus action, and movement.
Yes. You have 5 more feet of movement.
Can I use that to get back inside?
Yes.
I didn't. I stepped right back outside.
Yep. So you're just inside the door.
And yeah.
Okay.
Do I have cover behind any of these people?
Yeah. So if you move 5 feet in, you're behind the door that remains closed.
So how much cover do I have?
You got full cover.
Okay, fine. Let's
Yeah.
stay there.
Okay. That was Vera. Talia.
May I shout the information that I have learned?
Sure. You've got 6 seconds. Go.
They're in trenches 20 feet away. Coalescing.
Okay.
Can I
They're
hear her
entrenched.
upstairs?
So we just gotta
I'm just one
sure.
floor
Fire.
above. Okay.
or fill them with acid.
All right.
you doing?
I will try the firebolt again.
Roll an attack with disadvantage.
Actually, I'm not going to roll at all. Thank you. It's an 18 and it will hit.
Okay.
So-
Roll damage.
Why would you wait?
7 points of damage.
Okay. you
Because
killed
if we
another
leave
goblin.
tomorrow, we have to reroll every morning.
No, when I finish longer.
Oh, Manya. Oh, also when you lean out the door, 4 attacks with disadvantage against you.
Lean out the murder hole.
At the murder roll.
The whole point of a murder hole is that
17.
arrows can't get
That's
in.
why it's disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's why it
Plus
doesn't make
the-
any
plus
sense.
the 5.
It shouldn't get in at all.
14.
No.
You can still shoot through a murder.
Yeah, you can't shoot
15.
into one.
No.
That's kind of the
Yes,
point.
you can.
15 doesn't hit?
Not with
Through a murder
the,
hole, not through
not
an arrow
with the plus
slit.
5 bonus.
Oh, that's
for
right.
the
You got a
cover.
plus 5. 4th attack, 18, and 10.
18
Okay.
will hit, yeah.
No, it was
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay.
So you took 1 hit.
Okay.
You take 3 points of damage because I can't roll above a 1.
Oh, good. Okay. You could on me.
So
Oh,
the
Manya.
only problem that I'm having with this is that Talia is still not learning that she's super squishy. Because she's stronger than
Sounds
almost
like a
everyone
personal
else in the...
problem. Almanya, you're up.
Vera knows she's squishy. She's just kind of
Cora's still down, yeah?
Cora
No, she's up.
is...
She's up. She's got 4 points.
you can't tell.
I can't tell
Correct.
from where I am.
She is prone in the snow.
Okay.
Use an action to perceive.
Don't do that.
No. No.
Don't tell me no. You're not my mother.
You're not my real dad.
Let a girl swallow first.
Leaving that one alone.
I was about to say, don't say that.
Don't say anything. No.
Wrong aspect.
This is a kid's show.
Since when?
Just swallowing my life.
Amanya, you got a plan?
I'm gonna run up to where
I'll say that
Talia
to you
is,
later.
so I can get a better vantage point. Nope. There you go.
Talia.
Upstairs.
I'm
Oh, I'm
Upstairs.
sorry. So
going to run
30
upstairs.
feet of movement gets you there.
Yep. Dash.
Dash. Okay, you right there?
Yep.
Oh, hi,
Same,
Amanya.
same window
Hi.
or different window?
I'm going to actually look out the other window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You're looking out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Binoculars.
Gobbo's turn. You have half cover.
Uh-huh.
So attacks with disadvantage with your half cover.
25?
No. Just give me a natural 20.
Plate armor, y'all.
Yeah, give him a natural 20 and a natural 1.
Actually, it would have to be 2 natural 20s. Need a new D20 now.
Hey,
I have one for you.
want to
Here.
take the one that's been rolling like crap for me?
No, we're going to try some new
Here,
ones.
I'll give you
Ha-ha!
my very best
I missed the tray there. 24!
Nope.
23.
Nope.
2, I mean.
Can I channel my Monty Python, like, shake my plate armored bum out the window? Your mother smelt of elderberries.
Your mother was a
Are.
hamster.
You may,
and
but
father
the next
smelled
attack gets
elderberries.
advantage.
So what
All
you're
right.
saying is straight roll?
So it's a straight. Cormier, you're now up. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the turn that they're doing their thing.
Gabos, please do a thing.
Alrighty.
I was talking about, wait, should I
No,
do a thing?
You've been shooting arrows, then we've been going, then the goblins have been going.
Yes, basically there are enough goblins that any time anybody sticks their face out there are held actions to fire at them. On their turn, they're firing at the people in the doorway.
Okay.
There are a lot of goblins!
Boo!
There are like
Abort
2,000
plan!
of them!
Boo!
2,000.
15
Damn.
million of them.
Boo! But they keep shooting each other.
That's also true. When I re-listen to this, I'll roll the damage and start tallying down how many goblins have been killed by friendly fire. Okay. Suddenly, Cora, you can see this as you kind of come to consciousness on the ground looking ahead of you. And Cormir, you can see this standing in the door. That front trench just erupts in snow, and dozens of goblins
Yes!
and hobgoblins start pouring towards you guys.
Wait, and hobgoblins?
All of the
Oh, my
hobgoblins are carrying what look like just tree trunks about 6 feet long
Where did they get those?
and about 6 inches in diameter.
Yeah,
and
where
they're
did
just
those?
rare. Where did
booking
they
it
get
for the
them?
day. You gave them 12 hours.
Oh, that's true. We did sleep.
They start booking it towards the door,
Balls.
and what's going to happen
4 hours.
is the first hobgoblin is going to run up and jam his log in the door.
Oh. Don't worry, we got guys.
Wait, what?
The
cool
guards.
here.
The
Good.
entire point that the guards are there is to move things that are trying to block the door.
The next hobgoblin is going to run up and attempt the same. Okay. And the third hobgoblin's
Can I see
Gonna
them from...
fail
I'm sorry,
horribly.
DM.
Okay.
Can I see them from my vantage point?
You guys would be.
You can see them coming, yeah.
Do I see what they're doing? Do I see them attempting to brace the door?
You see them, you cannot see what they do with the logs.
Okay.
You cannot see the actual base
Okay.
of the tower. Like, you can't actually see the door.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Looks like there are 2 logs pretty well jammed in the doorway there. And the rest of the goblins are going to try to force it open. So, Cormir, I need you to make an athletics check to contest their forcing
Don't roll
the door
that
open.
one!
Can I help him with that?
He has a...
You're
He does have
She's
inspiration?
there.
On the
He
floor
does have a-
outside.
Can I help?
Oh, that's right, I did.
Really?
Can I help?
With advantage?
Come on, look at little me. I can help. I can help. I'm little, but I can help.
They rolled a 7 with advantage.
I rolled a better than that with inspiration.
You rolled a 4?
Plus a 4 plus
Give me that
4.
inspiration.
Heck yes.
Okay.
Although I would have had it. I had an 8.
They do not manage to force the doors open. However, there are goblins.
Yay!
Okay, I'm not even going to bother with the figurines. There is a swarm of goblins out here.
I demand
need a
figurines.
fireball.
Grab one by the
My
neck.
imagination is not adequate.
Just like take them, Josh, and fucking throw them.
Grab
Just
them
like,
by the neck.
There.
Kyle.
There's a lot of goblins out there.
Good.
Level 2.
It's the name of the next campaign.
There's a lot of goblins out there.
Cormir, you're up.
Grab
Slap
them by
Chewbacca
the
on the
neck.
shoulder. Yeah, Chewbacca, good shit! And then I'm gonna try and drag Cora inside.
Okay,
Wait, am I Chewbacca or are they?
just
No,
roll
Chew, whatever her name is.
E6.
Oh, E6 Chew.
Chewbacca.
E6 Chew.
Oh, Chewbacca.
I'm going to need you to just roll a contested athletics.
Okay.
You got
Roll
this.
well.
Okay. 12.
Okay, you punch through, but you are going to take 2 attacks.
How am I gonna take attacks from just like, heh?
17. Because you have to push through goblins to grab her, but you
Okay.
do manage to get her inside. Blades start glancing off of your armor. They're wailing on you, but nothing seems to break through because goblins
This was fun.
suck.
Time to close the door.
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, Cora. You kind of...
Grab
you see the
goblin by the
stampeding
neck.
goblins rushing towards you, and then you just get dragged through the snow into the
Can I
building.
stand up and try and help him close the door?
You
No,
stand
grab
up
one.
and you try to close the door.
The whole point of this, grab one, and then close.
So go ahead and roll an athletics check.
I just imagine
Grab
goblins
one.
as being like literally a foot tall, and they're just like 13.
No,
I know they're not.
taller
They rolled an
than that.
18 minus
my
1,
mind, that's
which is
what
still
they
higher.
Ah.
Okay, you do not manage to close the door.
Am I like very angry cat?
When do the guards get their
They have
darn
advantage 'cause
turn?
there's a shit ton of them. It is now the guard's turn.
I would like to
Guard, get those logs
with my
out.
fur up.
Yeah. E6 Chew is going to drop her bow and try to
Chewbacca.
clear one of those logs.
I can't
Hell yeah,
unhear it
E6.
now.
She
Chewbacca,
fails
I
to
guess.
clear one of those logs. And
There's
there is,
literally
with,
5 dudes in here.
between you, him, and E6 Chew, and Cora in that space, there is nobody else who can attempt to clear those logs. The logs are keeping the door open.
Yeah, we know.
Like they're jammed pretty good. Lyra is me. Lyra is
Grab
going
a
to come
gob.
down to these doors and monitor the situation.
Is it gonna be up to me to
Vera.
grab a gob? Yeah.
Vera, what you doing?
Grabbing a
You
gob.
wrangled that guard last session like a pro.
Except
Do
for the
it,
whole,
Vera.
you know,
We believe in
Except
you.
for the whole -1 thing.
We believe in you.
Okay.
All you have to do is roll
Here's
a
my
natural
question
20.
about the situation.
What's the question about the situation?
Can I grab my little arm out there and literally grab one by the scruff and try and pull him over without exposing myself to further
Wait,
attack?
It's going to be
No, hang on,
contested
hang on,
athletics
hang
with
on,
disadvantage.
let her roll it, but then roll to determine if she grabs a hobgoblin. Do
I'm
it.
literally kind of doing it blind and like grabbing out the door and being like,
Roll an athletics check with disadvantage. Actually, this would be an attack with disadvantage because you are trying to
Wee.
grapple.
but what do I add to that? I don't get it.
It's an attack roll.
Attack
With
roll
I'm sorry,
what?
it's a melee attack roll, so it's -1 strength, and you're not proficient.
Yeah, don't I know it?
So roll 2 d20s, take the lower one, and subtract 1.
Good luck.
This is why.
It's a 2.
-1.
Yeah. It's
So
a
it's
2.
So it's a 3
3
minus 1.
Vera gets yanked.
Natural one.
Surely.
Natural 1. Natural
Surely.
It's not a natural
Shoot.
one.
What happens to me?
So excited.
You get pulled out the door.
Great, I'm gone.
Balls.
No!
Bye.
Vera is now out there in the scrum.
Oh God.
Talia.
Fuck me, Remy. Okay, downstairs.
You're there. You've used your action and your movement.
Cool.
That's it?
Yep.
Cool. Almanya.
I forgot I wasn't a werewolf anymore.
Were you like super?
We have to talk
yeah.
about the Lakaya showing.
I know, we have to talk about this. It's okay, I've lived a long life.
No.
It's been
I'm
pretty
also
long.
gonna run down.
It'll be kind of perfect though if
You're
we
like,
all
we have
die.
another-
Okay, action.
Because I'm gonna die.
No, you won't. You're inside.
How close can I get to the doors? If I shove past people.
5, 10, 15, 45, 5, 10. You can get just there.
Can I still use my bonus action? Since I use a movement in my action.
It's going to be an action to try and fight the hobgoblins to unjam it.
It's gonna be
No.
action
I was going to
get
see
there.
if I could spew dragon breath in their faces.
Oh, shit. You're going to hit some allies.
Really? If I'm right up against the door
I'm
and it
about
goes in a straight
I'm
line?
about
Vera
to die.
is just
Oh,
outside
okay,
the door.
okay.
Yeah, don't hit me.
Please don't do area
Okay.
of effect with Vera out there.
I'd be lickle and squishy.
And I can't, like, turn and, like, have it come out in a cone in a different direction?
It's not a cone.
It's a line.
Oh, you're right, it is a line.
You can get just to the door with your action and your movement.
You can single-handedly kill everyone.
Yeah.
You could do a significant amount of damage to everyone in this room.
I could.
Think about your reputation with the hegemony. Do it for the hegemony.
Roll love
hegemony
of family.
sucks.
No. This is your
gosh.
chance to prove yourself.
God!
The blood god! This is the moment to call him.
I mean, blood god.
Do it!
To
Not
kill
into the blood god.
one
Blood
little
god.
grandmotherly criminal.
kill you.
No,
I
she'll,
mean, really?
she'll probably kill most of us.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, God.
What did this little criminal ever do to you?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do
You
it.
don't know anything.
I know
How
I've been
many hit
kidnapped by
points do you have
goblins.
left?
If there was, you don't know what that means.
How bad do you look?
Bad.
Roll
bad.
up. You can use your action. Well, you can't.
I can't.
You don't know.
You can't see
God,
her.
why does it always come down to me making bad decisions? God,
Get
okay.
it.
To be fair,
Get
it
it.
wasn't
You
you,
know what the
making
best
bad
decision
decisions
is?
that killed us last time.
There is no part of my backstory that says I have any interest in the blood god. I hope we know.
Yes, but you're
Except your
pressured by your
little sister.
family.
I literally
God.
just
Except for
bought
my
a mini.
stupid
Please don't kill me.
Do
I don't
it.
want to kill you.
So did we. Do it.
Everybody's bought a mini.
No,
Don't
I'm going to
kill
get up
us.
to the door and I'm not going to spew lightning. But I'm going to get up.
Blood lightning.
It's like you want us to die, Joshua.
No, I just want you to call on the blood god. Everybody in this
I don't
area
know anything
now
about the
has
blood god.
disadvantage on attacks.
That's okay, I can
Gabbo's
do
turn.
lightning anyway.
They're gonna kill
next
me.
time.
3 attacks against Vera.
Advantage or disadvantage?
I have a question.
Straight rolls.
You're
But
right.
Josh, I have a quick
in
question.
a scrum with each other.
Can I see them?
How
They're
come
not
we
fighting each other.
How come we get disadvantage for being in a scrum with each other and they
Because
don't?
every attack
They
you've
get
made is
that.
with disadvantage in dim light. Sorry,
So
I'm
is
sorry.
theirs.
Is a ranged attack in dim light, which gets disadvantage. Not a single one of you, except you, has made a melee attack, and that was with disadvantage because they're all standing right there, and you're trying not to get hit.
Josh, I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
If a spell says that it takes a bonus action to cast, can I cast it as an action?
No.
Interesting.
Bonus actions.
What?
on the blood god.
Attack.
That doesn't make sense.
I know.
9.
It should take a shorter amount of time.
23.
Can you say that you used your action instead?
You hear a cry of
To-
pain.
to one of
Good.
the right thing? And your bonus
You
action
take 7
to
points of damage.
Spell,
Okay, Vera's down.
spell the cast.
Well, it's because healing word is a bonus action, and dragon breath is also a bonus action.
Who just went? That was the Gabbo's turn.
Gobos did.
4 attacks against you. They're still trying to hit at 25. I'm literally rolling for a natural 20 because they've got a +5 to hit, and the number of of nat ones that I've rolled is ridiculous. I've not rolled a single one natural 20, but they're all with disadvantage. 24. Fuck you, Cormier.
This is a children's show, Josh.
Children's show.
Stop killing me.
Is Chewbacca still in range?
Chewbacca's right there.
Yeah, Chewbacca, let's get him! We're trying to drag Vera back in.
Thank you.
Roll. What did I have you roll last time?
Athletics.
Just athletics. Okay.
Set me up, and I'll spew him.
Good. Nah, dirty 20.
I use
Okay,
my
you
bonus
managed to
action
pull Vera back in.
Oh wait,
Yes!
no. Yeah,
Can
that's
I,
true.
my little cold dead fingers, grab a gobbo as
Nope.
I go in?
Anything else?
Dead?
I have
I'm
no
out.
other things.
Oh
I can do.
no!
You got it. Cora, you're up.
Cora, go.
Things are looking bad at the gate.
Cora, you can heal her, right?
Please just
is
grab
this
a
round,
gob.
Is this round 6?
Not anymore.
I was-
know.
So 1 round, nothing
Um,
happens. 2 rounds, not really
It was
anything
3
happened.
rounds where nothing happened.
3 rounds they attacked.
Yeah, I think
So we're
this
on
is
6.
So
Yeah.
we're finishing up 6 here. So
Yeah.
Cora
Grab a gobbo.
guards Lyra, and then it's round 7.
Otherwise, this is for all for now.
You got 3 more rounds before they
Oh,
shut
this
the
was
guards shut the
fifth
door.
round.
3 rounds, nothing
3 rounds of
happened.
nothing.
No, it was on the 3rd round they attacked.
Yeah, so 4th round was the first round of attacks where she
I
went
don't
down.
know.
And then 5th
Kool-Aid.
round she went down. So we are about to be in the 6th.
So we're about to be in the 6th. Okay, Cora, what are you doing?
I would like to try and kick the door in again.
Okay, so the door is not going to close
Oh.
unless you manage to unjam one of the logs. They've got 2 logs pretty well jammed.
Can I please try and unjam the lock?
Sure. Roll a contested athletics check with a hobgoblin.
Can I see the hobgoblin?
Yes.
Then it's a fail because it rolls a natural 1.
Wait, hang on.
He slips and just slams his face into the ground. He takes 2 points of bludgeoning
Kidnap
damage and is
him.
prone before you.
When I'm
Kidnap
trying
him!
To, like,
You manage to unjam one of the logs.
Kidnap him.
Can I kidnap him?
Hobgoblin him. Nap him.
Hobnap?
I didn't really get to use.
Hobgoblin nap him.
Gobnap?
I had a non-natural
Gobnap him.
Right, she replaced his with a crit fail.
Oh my
Yeah.
So he falls and takes damage. He is now blocking the door.
Gobnap him.
Can I?
His body's there. It's going to be an action to try and grab him and bring him in.
Damn it!
So
Which
next turn.
But you just used. So
Isn't it
next
fun
turn,
playing a
possibly.
team?
Gobnap. Gobnap.
Actually, I would have you roll disadvantage. I'm sorry, you're just trying... Yeah, because there are so many people crammed into this space. Roll it for kicks and giggles. As long as you don't roll a natural one, you're fine.
Oh, that was better.
Okay. So you managed to unjam one of the logs. There's one log remaining and a prone hobgoblin.
I really want
Guard's
lightning
turn.
to be like
Suddenly
Sparky,
the
Sparky,
episode
Boom
name
Band.
comes to the minds.
Hobgobnap.
Gobonap.
It's 3 syllables. Hobgobnap.
Gonna try E6. Chewy
Gobonap.
is gonna try and unblock the other log. Fails.
Oh, come on, Gobnap.
And Lyra's turn.
Please,
She's,
please get me up.
She can heal healing word on.
5.
That's not Lyra.
That's Talia. Lyra's the one who looks like she just walked
Talia
out of
has a
Five.
book.
One of the
no,
guards
someone else
drops
is
over dead. Can't take the pressure.
He just faints.
Vera, you regain 7 hit points.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Then
What's-
Lyra steps
what's
back to the stairs.
Hysterical is that is more than half of my hit points that I now have back.
Vera, you're now
Fine.
up.
I'm going to hobgobnap that hobgoblin.
Roll an athletics check with disadvantage.
Damn it. He's down.
Guys, if you are
Yeah,
out there,
he's
I
also
cannot
a
Sparky,
lot
Sparky,
bigger
Boom
than
them.
you.
Don't
Okay.
care.
Go now.
Wait, what was it? Just plain old
Athletics with disadvantage.
I know.
I tried.
You try. You fail to pull him in.
But
Talia.
I'm setting an example for the rest of you.
Fuck it.
You're up.
Children's show.
Gobnap.
You just hear like a tiny little halfling
I, by the way, start
Aged
saying that.
fucking arrow in the knee.
All right,
Just going,
arrows everywhere.
"Gobnap,
Gobnap. This is
We're
like
not
the,
having any.
How
this is like the good old days for
damn it.
Vera.
how strong do the fucking hobgoblins look?
Stronger than you.
Gobnap.
Shoot.
No, like hit point wise, like how beefy do they look? How healthy? Like
More than you,
sweet,
Beefier than you.
cool. Then I
I think.
will.
Yes, she's taking damage.
Bonus action. I keep forgetting I have a bonus action.
You
I've never
need to
rogued
remember.
before.
You
Yeah.
do need to remember. Oh! Not as many hit points as you.
She's taking damage.
Max.
Girl.
Gobnap.
How many are there in the vicinity of
3.
3? Okay, sleep.
Okay.
Dude, lit.
Even I can gobnap a sleeping goblin. Or can I? Probably not.
That's not
Weren't
a
you the one
D8.
trying to like roll them over the battlements last time?
I wasn't there. That
And
was
you
somebody
failed?
else. That was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
No, I did roll a bunch
Oh,
of
no,
them
it
over
was
the
her.
battlements last
Yeah.
time.
It was the third one though.
They
You were like,
successfully.
Yeah, no, that one was bad. Ooh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Okay. 26.
Okay. 2 of the hobgoblins just kind of fall over.
Gobnap.
Don't hit them!
There's no save, right?
Nope.
Gobnap them both.
fucking... cut
Wait,
their
but
heads
they're
off.
immune.
You liar.
Are they raging?
No.
Oh no!
Okay, 2 of the hobgoblins fall asleep. This one's still standing,
Wait,
though.
is the prone
Can one of them be the one that
One of
has
them?
Vera?
He doesn't have me. I got him.
Roll a d3, so d6 minus 2.
What the fuck is a D3?
I have one.
1. No, it's 0.
Hold on.
What'd
Here's
you
a
roll?
D3.
2.
2, so that is a 1.
Okay.
Okay, no, that one does not fall asleep.
Okay.
Fine. I've still
So
got him
you
by
have
like.
to do-
One's still jamming the door.
Okay.
Almania,
Yeah.
the goblins are about to push through the gap held by the last remaining
Oh,
hobgoblin and flood the
Gobnap.
tower.
I'm going to Sparky Sparky boom their asses.
What if
I'm
we
going to
all-
erupt lightning
We
from
want
my
him
face.
alive.
I don't care. There's like 50 of them, okay?
Don't hit the sleeping ones!
It comes out of my mouth. It goes in a straight line. I'm not going to hit the ones on the ground.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
that's not an option.
Oh, come on.
Fine. I will just pick a direction and freaking go for it, okay?
Okay, roll all of that damage.
No, they have to make a saving throw.
Oh, it's a dex save?
Yes?
Hobgoblin save? Probably not.
Oh
Gobnap. Gobnap.
What kind of save is it again?
I'm trying to figure
You're
that out.
supposed to do it.
It's a dex save.
I think.
I don't like doing a mission.
9,
and
I'm
not
pretty sure
actually doing
fails.
what I
Gabo save 8.
Both fail.
They will all take full damage.
Did you just lightning breath the whole corridor?
No, she's
No.
at
Oh
the
my
door.
gosh,
She
no,
pushed
no,
forward.
So
Okay.
she's
But
because Vera's not out there anymore.
She's killing my currently, when I was trying to kidnap.
That's gonna do 8
We can
points of
stabilize
lightning
him.
damage to everybody in that line.
Only 8? Sadness.
Sorry, it's 2d6.
They're pretty wimpy.
Yeah, I
Not
don't
as
have
wimpy as
not level
gobos,
6,
but if any of those are gobos, not hobgobos, then they gonna die.
A lot of goblins die.
Good.
Just gotta. And they just go down.
I'm sorry. What do they do again?
No. It is now their turn.
Oh, we're gonna clip that.
Okay. 5,
on Twitter
10.
to see that.
Almania, E6, and or Cormir can take attacks of opportunity.
Right,
Sweet.
he's literally climbing
Yep.
over me.
I'll do that.
He's not past you yet.
Awesome, I'll take it.
Almania, you're taking it?
Yeah.
Cormir, no?
Attack of opportunity.
Attack
Attack of
Wanna go?
opportunity?
No, because I don't trust that you're not gonna throw 6 more past us.
Oh, I am.
I'll take it.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
That's
they're
15.
15? 15 just hits. Roll damage.
That's 3.
3? Okay. So 5,
Good, he's still
10,
alive, we can grab him.
15. One of the guards is going to take an attack. He's going to miss. 20, 25.
The Lyra get the
5, 10. Roll an attack.
like swatting a fly.
22.
Yes, roll damage.
He dies.
I don't get. How are they getting past me without me getting an attack? 'Cause I'm at the door.
I'm sorry, do you want an attack as well?
I'm gonna wait until another one comes
Okay.
through.
5.
5 points of damage?
He doesn't die.
So it was 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay.
I didn't get an attack of opportunity.
Do you want an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Where are you? Oh, you're on the floor?
We're all here.
You have disadvantage because
No,
you're
but
prone.
She did stand up.
Oh, you did stand up? I'm
stand
so
up.
sorry.
She's the one that kicked the door
Okay.
halfway.
With disadvantage anyway,
They're little. They can move through
because
our space.
everybody in this corridor who has disadvantage at the moment. So actually, you also have disadvantage on that, real quick. Okay, he takes no damage.
God damn it!
He takes no damage. So 2 of them are in. That one's taken 3.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Cool.
Such a good captain.
finger.
Can I shoot him?
There's one more who gets
I'm pretty sure that we've said really
Okay.
bad words. on
5,
this. He said
10,
motherfucker.
15.
True.
2 of are you going to take your
Yes,
attack?
you did.
Of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
With a knitting needle, though.
Okay.
Recap.
Good. So it's with
your-
dexterity.
with your
I hope
honed
mature settings
knitting
are on.
With my home knitting needle. Yeah.
That's a miss.
She like
I'm sorry. They have
Come
a
on, I
straight
roll
attack,
for-
so that's actually a hit,
expect the unexpected.
and that's a hit. Okay.
May I roll?
Yes.
miss you so much.
21.
Okay. Damage.
I'm gonna do
Sneak
math
attack.
while I'm not here.
Hey,
That
at
sounds
least
like
you're
a lot
still
of
doing
sneak
math.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah. You've got allies within 5 feet.
Okay.
A different
So-
level of math.
Currently, that is already 8 damage.
Math,
Between
children.
2 of the other guards
Pay
and
attention.
you,
Do
you
you
remember
butcher
you
that
rolling
one.
higher than
Kind of
D4 on your crossbow?
This is not crossbow. This is my knitting needle.
tries to
Zap
sprint
him.
past you guys, and you and 2 of the guards just butcher that one. Okay. 5, 10. E6 gets her attack roll, but she's got disadvantage. It's a nat 1, so she's only doing D6s from here on. So it was 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh, I've used this
25
Mark off
are
this
right
one.
in there with you guys. 2 more guards get their attacks of opportunity. 1 hits.
Leave one alive.
And that goblin dies.
So I can
So
stabilize
there's 2 goblins loose or 1 goblin loose? Because 2 of them died.
1 damage.
2 of them died.
So there's 2 loose.
You are now out of opportunity attacks, everybody in this room, I think. Have you taken your... Yeah, you did. So,
I haven't gotten
5,
any
10,
right.
15, 20. 5, 10, 15.
Because I was
Now we can shut the door.
5, 10.
Yeah, but we still can't.
I know.
One more is
We're
there.
getting that long.
Alright, so there are now 5 goblins who have just burst through the door inside and are now just basically hacking at all y'all's knees.
And if they're little, that's why they can move through our space.
Yes, they can move
can't
through your
my
space.
space. Because they have to move through a space of something larger than them.
Fair. They're right next to you.
That's
Right.
Cormir!
Guys, I think
there's
Shut
the
one
door.
blocking
Shut the door.
doorway.
Correct.
And it's disadvantage on all attacks.
It is not disadvantage to try and dislodge a log. Only if you're trying to hit the hobgoblin himself.
But the hobgoblin is still in the way of the door, correct?
He's basically holding the log there.
He's
Okay.
prone because he tripped.
Now the prone one is prone. There were 3 of them. One of them was holding a log that somebody dislodged,
But I put
and
2
he
of
went
them to
prone.
sleep.
Right? And he and another one were asleep. Then they took lightning damage and are no longer asleep. There is a third who has taken no damage and is just jamming the
Sorry
door.
that I killed
Alright,
like 50
I'll try and break that.
I
Contested
Break that logo.
athletics.
I really hard.
I missed the table. I missed the box. Too bad, because that was a 19. And that was a natural 20.
Non-nat 20.
His total is 21.
Oh,
Okay, you
so
failed.
close.
You failed to dislodge him. Cora.
Dislodge that log.
Yeah.
We got
Roll
this.
better
We got
than
this.
him.
We're gonna gobnap all these guys. It's all good.
It's athletics.
Yep.
13.
11.
Yes!
You have dislodged the last log. Door is still open. It's the guard's turn. They're
Guards,
gonna-
close the door!
Close the door!
Yeah, because these guards are totally...
No, it's right there.
Competent?
Did they okay?
Yeah.
Lieutenant, tell them to close the door!
I fed them. What'd they do?
5 and a nat 1.
Yes!
Wait.
The door remains open. Lyra
Wait, what?
It's you.
is gonna swing at a frickin' goblin
5 in that one.
and miss
That
the
doesn't
box.
make sense.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's a hit.
Josh, explain to
Hey
me
there.
like I'm 5.
We love you, Josh.
Explain to you like I'm 5 what?
The 5 and the 1. How does that open the door?
It doesn't
Keep it open.
the
It
door.
doesn't close it.
No, the guards were trying to close it.
But I
They-
close it. You said
No,
you
got the log
dislodged the log.
balls. I want them to re-roll.
That is accurate.
Ah!
Okay, she does, how much strength does she have?
16. Plus 16.
20.
It's actually a plus 16 modifier.
Yes.
Plus 2 is, she needs more than that. Okay, so that goblin is still alive. Oh no, if she hit the wounded one, it's dead. She hit the wounded one.
Don't pull
Dead
that
pile.
one. That's my godpot. That's my gobnapping.
Vera, you're up.
There's a little dude right next to me, right?
There is a little dude right next to me.
Stab him in the ribs.
Do you want to stand up first so you don't have
I don't have
disadvantage?
the strength to do it.
Close the
I'll try
fucking
and
door.
close the door.
But then he'll get an attack on you.
There is so much
I will
crammed
use
in that
my
doorway.
bonus to dodge by trying to see.
So there are one of these 4 is going to have to close the door. There are so many people crammed
stab
into
him in
that
the ribs.
space. Okay, you
Yeah,
want
but
to
she
stand
can
up first?
Move through our legs.
I'm not down.
Yeah, but there are 2 of you in a space.
She's.
Am I down?
There
Yes,
are
but we're all
4
like
people
this.
in 2
Oh,
squares.
that's right. The rock is up there.
Yes,
Am I down?
you are prone. Yes.
I use half my movement to stand up.
Okay,
I stab him in the ribs.
okay. Roll your attack.
Do I have advantage because I'm literally surrounded by
Nope.
allies?
That's 11.
11.
I use my bonus action to dodge.
You do that.
I
Remind
remembered
me
I have
that-
a bonus action.
Talia,
Great. I've got.
the plan worked. There are goblins in the
That's
tower.
exactly what I wanted.
I mean,
I'm
Not
gonna
that you
yell.
don't get one of those, like, you
Let's
label
close the door now, guys.
You label the pigs
Yeah.
1, 2,
You yell that.
4, and
And
everybody's
then-
like 3, you know?
I
I
will.
feel like that's the kind of scenario we're doing.
There's.
Tackle a goblin.
How many are in here?
3.
Heck.
there are 4 goblins in the room.
One of them is damaged?
No.
No? They're all at full health.
All at full health.
I will take a hit at the one that's right up there by Lyra. That one. With
Okay,
my Ray of Frost.
so it's going to have about half cover.
Okay. Sure.
Would you say that's quarter cover? Sorry?
Half cover. Which is a +3 or a +2?
Why does it have half cover?
+2. Because you're firing up narrow, winding staircases that Lyra is on and the goblins behind her.
Oh, I didn't visualize that well.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That's a dirty 20. Half
Still
cover
hits.
is okay.
Yeah, because
And
you've only got a 17 with half
did-
cover.
With my full rest, did my Ray of Frost reset to a full die?
It did not. You're going to have to spend some time on that. Basically, fried a circuit in your brain.
He's gonna love that. That's 3 points of cold damage.
3 points cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
That guy. We're gonna keep that guy. Gobnap him.
Almanya.
Close the door.
Roll an athletics check.
You know,
Enter Jack
before
of
we
all
wanted
trades.
to open the door, and now we want to close the door.
That's a 11.
No. Door does not close.
Come on,
More-
guards.
Oh, you don't
This is your
get
one
that
job.
until later, do you?
More goblins
I
are
have
going
jack
to
of all
attempt
trades,
to
but I've already
pour-
picked the things that I have
advantage on
jack of
this
all
because
trades.
there's three of us
Literally
trying
a
to close
million
the door?
people trying to do this at the same
You
time.
used your action to try to dislodge a log.
Because you
You used your action to try and dislodge a log.
And I
Guards,
did.
even skills
Right,
that you
so
are
you
still
now made it
holding.
possible to close the door. None of you have used your actions
The guards
to
have.
try and
Yeah, it's like
close
The
the door.
somebody
guards
has.
have.
The guards have Almanya with advantage.
Advantage.
Advantage it, girl.
Natural 20!
They rolled a 19. All right. You managed to close the door.
Yes!
You still,
Yes!
You still have to bolt it.
Can I use my bonus action?
No.
Damn it.
That's going to be an action for probably 2 people.
Okay.
Cool beans.
That's a heavy gate bolt.
Okay. Well, I'm going
Okay.
They gotta
I'm going
fight
to
their way
close it
through
and then
that
just
door,
hold
though.
it.
The door is now closed.
Waiting.
They are now going to attempt to push it open again, because it is now the goblin's turn.
Or
Pull it
pull
open?
No, it opens,
Direction does it?
inward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you ever have a castle that opens inward?
Outward. Why would you have a castle door that opens
Yeah,
out?
never mind. Never mind.
It opens inward. I thought about these things, okay? Almanya, contested athletics.
Why?
Win.
With advantage, because she's got tons
No.
of people helping block this door.
Not with
19.
advantage.
It was to close.
Damn it!
Yes!
Queen.
They rolled a...
Yes!
Well, I rolled a 16 minus 1, because goblins fucking suck.
Yes, they do.
Okay, you managed to hold the door closed. Nice!
Yes.
2 attacks against Lyro, with advantage each.
Why?
No!
Because they're flanking her.
Fine.
Oh, I did
Disadvantage
already add it
because
to
They
my-
rolled a 3 and a 4.
I did already add my
Because they
jack of all
suck
trades to
to
everything.
any ability.
They rolled more than that.
I already added
Doesn't
it.
already.
Still
Lyra
suck.
takes
Can't add
Yep.
a bunch of
5 points of damage.
No, you good.
Rules lawyer DM speaking.
That's my intimidation.
Talia, 1 attack against... 2 attacks against... What guard is that? Gilas Par.
So they're not attacking me?
Correct. So 2 attacks with advantage against Gilas Par. That's a 15, which...
I'm
Doesn't
mad
take
they get
those.
flanking and I never
Hits.
get flanking.
Yeah.
Second
I'm mad
attack
about
against
that.
Gilas Par.
Stop killing our
Because
allies,
my-
Joshua.
Because my allies are within 5 feet.
Don't you just love
Most of the
Gilas
time.
Par? Don't you just want
Here.
to save him, Josh?
I really do,
Is he a nice guy?
but there was a crit,
Uh,
and then they rolled a 6 and a 5.
how many
Plus-
points does he have? Is he
Probably
dead
less
or
than
is he
that.
just
He
down?
might have been... Oh, no, he is not killed outright,
Good,
but he is gone.
We'll try
He
and
is
stabilize
down.
him.
Lyra
Can work
can
with
kill
that.
him.
Lyra
can
has one
too.
more spell slot. You want to use it on an NPC?
I can
No.
use it.
Maybe.
No.
Happy squad is a
No.
bunch of bastards.
I
Cormier,
am
you're up.
not.
I am.
I'm a good person, damn it.
So, this bolt.
Yes.
Can I attempt to put it into place?
With a high enough athletics check, sure.
Right.
Can you give
You are actually
assistance to a
contributing
friend?
nothing to holding the door, so it's
Yeah.
an unobstructed athletics check.
Got this.
And you're so strong.
It's a
Strong,
good DC.
independent white woman.
23.
Shit.
Hey!
Yes!
Bolt the door.
Jim Bro Cormier for the win.
Cora!
She's
over
over
here.
there. Nah, he's the Chad Cormier.
One of them fuckers.
So either you have...
Whomever's closer.
so you're going to have disadvantage.
Wait, who's farther?
They have 3/4 cover because you're firing through a bunch of allies.
Balls.
So either you have disadvantage or they don't roll yet. Either you have disadvantage, or they've got a +5 to their AC. Which one do you want?
+5?
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Roll an attack.
Oh. I rolled a 19.
Sweet.
So, 24.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
Yes!
Roll damage.
Don't kill him. Which one is she hitting? Could you point?
They're still like
This guy.
a few.
It's okay. I'll
The
put
one
one
by
sleep
me?
in a second.
No, this is the one
so
by you.
12.
Yeah.
Obliterated.
Yeah.
Oh,
One of the goblins just goes flying, just slams into the ground. One of his arm goes.
Can it kind of
Flying
like
across the
side
floor.
blast the other one?
No.
It's worth a try.
Casual side blast.
Guards.
Casual.
Dogpile this one!
Well, 3 attacks
Let's
with advantage
compare.
against that guy.
No, we want to dogpile him.
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh, that'll hit.
Gob nap.
Somehow that one doesn't hit. Where's my D8?
Watch me gobnap the one that
Okay.
doesn't speak
This goblin here just gets butchered, just cut to pieces.
Dead pile.
Dead pile, dead pile.
Con save for Gilas.
Giles.
Missed.
Giles. Yeah.
Missed again.
Giles?
Okay.
Is that a death save?
Yep, that was a death save. And Lyra's turn.
Spare the dying. On what's his face?
Yeah.
It is a cantrip.
Yeah.
She's gonna swing at the goblin next to her instead.
Hey,
Come
her
on.
gnome is showing.
She did say anytime.
Anything that no, come
That
on.
is a good point. That
You're
guardsman
welcome
is
back.
stabilized.
Yay.
Vera!
Well, I have a gobble right in front of me, don't I?
Yes, you do.
I'm going to yell, dogpile this one! I will then attempt to throttle him by the neck and not kill him.
Taking Cormier's previous advice. Roll an attack
Grab
roll.
him by the neck.
This is a melee attack roll.
Dang.
As you try to strangle him.
Yes.
You
But not
just
sort of like with my little arms just go like,
Okay.
No, I'm never gonna give you a hug again.
That'll hit. 19 minus 1. Still
18.
hits.
Yes.
Okay.
What do I do with that?
You've got him.
Got him by the
He
zilch.
begins suffocating.
I'm trying to choke him out, but just out, not dead.
Okay.
Suffocating is the best.
Talia, you're up.
How many are in here now that are still like up and?
Feel free to take your time thinking about your action while I look up suffocating rules.
No, I know it.
It's-
You know very clearly
I
I'm
need
trying
an
not to.
answer
minute
from
per
you
con mod,
on
isn't it?
my.
And also, let's be frank, I would know exactly
it takes,
how much.
It
not
takes
to
a
kill
number
him.
of rounds equal to the Constitution modifier. It's just like drowning.
Okay, cool.
Because of reasons, I would know how
How-
not to kill him.
How much?
Yes.
do they-
Because of reasons.
like
There are
should
2
they
goblins
go,
left.
Should they
in
go
here.
night night? Could they go night night?
I don't know.
They go night night. uh, 22.
They go night
Night
night.
night. Yes.
We have so many people to interrogate.
They only stay out for a minute though, so we should tie them up quickly.
You have now doubled the chance that one of them speaks common.
That's the thing.
With that, we'll take a brief break.
Yes, thank you.
Thank God.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes
We've got them.
Survived,
as we
guys.
attempt to interrogate some goblins.
Good job, y'all.
Good job,
Me
guys.
too.
that.
Don't now.
Dude, it gets worse.
It does.
Children's show.
Just keep talking.
This gay is done.
All right.
I want the money. If Josh doesn't want it,
Give me $20.
You can't open like that and not expect somebody in this party to say something.
You opened the door. You lured some goblins in.
Yes.
You managed to shut the door. It was all totally according to plan.
Can we totally
Night-night.
suck?
You now have 2 goblins who are asleep for the next minute.
I tie one up
You're
what?
grappling
with
someone.
my rope.
Do you have rope?
Yes.
Aren't
Okay,
you
good.
currently
Mark it off.
throttling someone?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're
I was
throttling
That's true.
Did I
The
choke
person
him
you're
out?
throttling suddenly goes limp.
And
You
then-
throttle.
No, let him go. Oh, he's out.
Okay.
But then I go hog tie the other one.
Okay.
You really want us to be murder hobos, don't you?
Me?
Murder?
Yeah.
No, kidnap
No.
hobos. Yes.
No, I think Josh wants us to be murder hobos because he just said he goes limp. Do you keep throttling him? No. Aww.
Wait, how much rope
Only
does it
because
take?
of who was throttling you.
How much
The
rope does
little
it take to
lady.
hog tie one gobbo?
Do you want to cut your rope into 2 pieces?
No.
Then
Tie
one
them
rope.
together.
Yeah.
I guess you could tie them together. Sure. Just roll a dexterity check.
I assist.
Just to set the DC.
17.
With advantage.
Yeah, because he's a 17.
I assist enthusiastically.
Hog tie.
Alrighty then.
They are now hog tied.
You
together.
have 2 goblins
Back
who
to
are
back.
hog. Okay, they are back to back. Straight up, all you did was just wind it around
Classic.
them, and they're just back to back.
They're still asleep.
like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Wait, so you just tied up the 2 of them?
I tied up the
Oh,
sleepy
no.
ones. The one who has been choked out is still lying on the ground.
I thought they all went to sleep.
There were
They're
2
all
of them.
unconscious.
They both fell asleep. Vera and Talia, I would like each of you to roll me a d20 and just give me the number on the die as we determine
Stuff.
whether they speak goblin. Nope. Totally speak goblin. Common.
17.
17?
16.
16. Okay. They are asleep for the next minute. Anything you guys particularly guys
Can
wanna
one
do
of
for
you
the next
please
minute?
tie up the unconscious one?
I don't have any
No,
rope.
there are
They're all tied up, Vera.
there are a grand total of 2 goblins.
Oh, sorry. I thought there were 3.
And they're
I thought
both
there were 3 as
sleeping.
well.
And they're both
Yeah,
tied up.
Because she was choking one
I
out,
choked
and
one
2
out,
were
and 2
flanking
went to
Lyra.
sleep.
No, one was
the
flanking
one who
Lyra.
was flanking Lyra got butchered.
Oh, that's right.
I think 5 managed to get in here.
Mhm.
Okay, so she
Okay.
tied the
Killed
2
3 of them.
Cool.
Okay. Sorry, I was
2
mistaken.
of them are currently sleeping, and you've
And
tied
hog-tied
them
together.
back to
One
back.
of them has been throttled sleeping. One of them is
Yep.
has been sleeping.
So,
No, they're
the
both sleeping.
guards have now scattered to make sure that there are not attacks elsewhere. There is one guarding the door.
Why are we all outside now?
Suddenly, you're all sucked out through the front of the tower.
This is a back.
Someone left the airlock
Are you guys?
open.
Are you guys keeping them?
Space takes
Are you
us out.
keeping them here, or are you taking them somewhere else?
We should
them
take
where the
them
lieutenant
downstairs.
can hear them.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Lieutenant is sitting at the table.
We got 2. If you want to hear the results.
Sure.
Maybe.
Any of you speak Goblin?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Let's see what they speak.
You speak Goblin.
Goblin is one of those languages that I feel like is really important
I
for
know.
first level and never.
Well, this will be entertaining.
I'm a
Won't you
scholar. Of
just-
course I don't speak Goblin.
Does anybody have any spells that allow them to speak?
Where do you think would be the best place to keep them? We were thinking the basement.
I can do that too.
You know, I'd honestly rather have them be as far away as possible from
I
the
could
main
detect
door
magic on them
and
if
as
you give me 10
under
minutes.
as much scrutiny as possible. So perhaps
Fair.
the second to top level,
Agreed.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
we'll lock them in one of the dorms. I believe
Maybe one of the ones without windows?
Walton's is free.
Oh, sorry about that.
They don't have windows big enough that they can get out of, right?
Oh, good point. Perhaps that would be a cool place to keep.
We'll leave them hog-tied. We're not fools.
What about the basement? There's no windows down there.
Are you going to interrogate them here or wherever you're taking?
Wherever we're taking.
Basement is fine. I'll leave guard at the top of the stairs.
Are you
Thank
going to
you.
come with us?
Besides, there are horses down there. Very intimidating horses.
Yes! This will be
Mom.
entertaining.
No, never mind.
I really don't like horses.
It's because they're big.
Yeah, and these things are small too. They're probably
Oh,
not
that's
like horses.
true. That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Where are you taking them?
Down to
Downstairs.
the basement.
Taking them to the basement.
I collect the various blacksmithing.
From the basement?
No, because we went up to the second floor.
Oh, okay.
Where
You
the
collect those. Yes.
Anvil is.
Okay. You're going to take a short rest during this?
Why would I take a short rest?
I thought you were going to
He's
attempt
gonna
once
snap
again
off
to
their little
repair
fingers
your
with
shit.
that.
don't know that.
Oh, God. I totally misunderstood.
Vera's brain, when you saw you doing that, immediately went, he's gonna snap off your little fingers with blacksmithing tools.
Alrighty then.
I think I've discovered my character's alignment.
It's all about character discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've got them there.
I was
By the time you get them up the stairs to where the lieutenant is, and then all the way back down into the
Yeah,
basement,
they're
you're
awake
both-
by now. Hey, calm down.
Drag.
I'm not going to do that the entire time. they're
Please
doing
keep doing
Please
it.
do.
No,
that.
please
They
do.
continue to do that.
I'm sorry, what were they doing?
They're going to each try to break the rope.
Okay, good. We drag him down to the basement.
You drag them down to the basement. They're snarling and snapping at you.
You know, if I was
I
just
very
one level
calmly
higher,
set
I
out
could
my
charm them and
blacksmithing
make them
implements
talk
right
to
next
us.
to them.
You do that.
I don't know if
Making
that
sure they're
works,
very
though, because they're not technically humanoids, are
ordered.
they?
They are technically
Oh, no,
humanoids.
Well, it's okay,
Yes.
because I'm not a horrible person,
No, it's
and I
because
did
of-
not pack that spell
it's
today.
because of
Goblins
my
are
enthralling
technically
performance.
humanoids.
You're
Well,
not a terrible person.
I'm not a terrible person. I didn't pack that spell today. In fact, I haven't used it since.
Kind of hold up my pliers.
Yeah, no, I
You might
stand there with
wanna
my
leave.
honed knitting needle and just start doing like this against one finger.
Set my pliers down on the ground,
Looking at them.
nice and ordered.
Wait,
Well,
are
this
they
is my
like
throwing
in
I'm
place?
really uncomfortable right now.
Yeah.
Darling, why
I
don't you
would
go
like
upstairs?
to cause fear. Wisdom save.
I don't understand what is wrong with you people. Why can't we just talk to them?
We are just talking.
Go ahead.
No one's
They
going
both
to lay
fail.
a
What are the effects of
finger on
fear?
To run away.
in bonds.
Alright. The effects of fear. This is under C for cause fear. So they, you awaken a sense of mortality in one creature you can see within range. They become frightened of you until the spell ends. The frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turns.
So, frightened, they have disadvantage on attacks against you. They can't move closer to you.
So they are frightened. Well, one of them is frightened of you. You can only target one.
That's fine.
Listen,
No, if I
It
was
stops thrashing and just kind of goes,
we're not going to lay a
Tell us what you know!
on one of these little
And I
creatures.
hiss at it
roll an
with my
intimidation
fur.
check.
All
Dude.
about.
Do I believe you?
We're not going to lay a finger on one of them unless they make us lay
Oh,
a
I'm
finger
going
on
to
one
lay a
of
finger
them.
on
22.
He's gonna break
I'm going to
all
lay
of the
10 fingers.
Just starts babbling at you in a language you don't understand.
Wait,
He is afraid.
yes,
He's
clearly.
clearly terrified.
I am a little afraid at the moment.
I put away my knitting needles.
I know charm person.
I walk up to one of them.
as a spell.
And do
And I
you
say-
use that?
No, I just learned it.
Very sweetly.
Honey,
Dearie,
I'm going into the glamour school. This
Do you
is kind
speak
of how
common?
it works.
turn the other way. Darling, do you speak common?
About the same response.
But we
What
both
was
said
the response,
hi.
though?
Having some fun.
So much fun right now.
Good, I'm glad.
Ruh-roh.
Sorry, we have a microphone.
Do your thing. I'm
Okay,
listening.
okay.
Oh,
I continue to yell at it.
So
don't think
I
that's
think
going to
that
be
they
much
don't
good.
speak common.
perhaps something more signing would help. Or do we have anything resembling a slate?
Does anyone
Something
have
to
a piece
draw?
of charcoal?
I would like to
There's probably some in the fire.
plot its face.
Roll an
I'd
attack.
like to
afraid
start
enough.
on building a fire.
If you attack it, doesn't its fear
Little-
go away?
Little
No.
area, take some of the hay. and
You
whatnot.
are a scholar.
start
so you don't
kindling.
have paper in that
You start
pack.
building a
Well,
fire.
they can have paper, but
There's
they
lots of
can't
straw
have my
down.
quill.
Yeah.
Here it's not
No, I'm
difficult.
going to use the paper
12.
to communicate.
12
Yeah.
with advantage because it's fucking restrained
Do you have another pen?
and things like that.
Wait. Yeah, 13.
Okay, you kind of take a couple of swipes at it.
Is this skirt?
You hit it. It kind of shakes off the blows.
I continue to
Please
hiss.
don't hit
I've
it.
borrowed paper and quill from my scholarly
So,
friend.
just so that everybody understands the scene.
Yeah.
Cormier is building a fire right now, laying out his implements very carefully. Just just starting a small
The issue
fire.
here is
Cora
not
right now is standing
fear.
in front of one of them going,
I'm getting
Swipe.
paper and pen.
you're getting paper and pen. Talia.
I'm standing there looking
We're not
absolutely
dysfunctional.
mortified, not knowing who any of these people actually are. And what is Lyra doing, please?
She's watching.
She's ready for the
How does she look?
I'm sitting.
She's hard to read.
Can I roll an insight check?
You may.
I'm sitting in the corner playing music
Cora,
softly because
Cormier.
She's hard
I
to read.
made my suggestion.
Cora and Cormier, I believe the issue here is not so much willingness to speak as ability to speak.
That's a 21.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Ooh.
Is she still hard to
She's
read?
hard to read.
If you might
Oh, it
perhaps
screws
step
in.
back a
Okay,
little, I'm
I got
going
it.
to try and
Figured it
get
out.
some information.
You shut
I'm
up.
going to hiss.
You continue to hiss. Your hackles are all raised.
No.
Elmania, what are you doing during this debacle?
Do you just want a single M&M?
Don't call it that.
Oh, there you go.
Wait,
Someone has to answer to
Enjoying
Grace.
that sugar
if
there?
we
aren't
feed him
you supposed to
sugar.
not be eating sugar?
I had one.
I'm
So naughty.
You're the one who gave me the bag.
I'm
Elmania,
sitting-
what are you doing?
I'm sitting in the corner playing music. I go, guys, I mean, I know the charm person spell, but that's about...
If they don't speak common, it wouldn't do much good.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
Yeah, well, one way to find out.
Okay, everybody silence, please.
You're not my real dad. You don't tell me what to do.
Listen, you guys said you wanted them to talk. I mean, I'm not for the torture thing. That's why I said a spell. Jeez, it's not
Oh,
going to
they're
actually
gonna
do
talk.
anything.
I take out my water.
It's not a dangerous spell. They'll
That's
stop.
what you
And I
think.
offer it to one of them.
Yeah. I'm in the... Yeah.
I would like to cause fear on the other
Hold it up.
one.
You're just holding
Isn't
it to
it
their
a
mouth.
cause- Mhm.
Okay, you do. Drinks a couple of swallows and then and spits the rest at you. What's your armor class?
15.
They
He
miss.
gets me wet.
A small jet of water goes past.
He gets you wet.
It is concentration.
Would I have to run all the way upstairs to do a little bit of noms? I guess I would.
That's where it all is. I mean, there's dry rations down here. If you wanted decent food, like the stuff that you cooked, you'd have to go upstairs. Are you continuing to hiss?
Duh.
The whole
Cormier,
scene is
dearie.
just punctuated with just the constant.
Cormier, dearie, may I borrow your fire phone?
Yeah,
Scratch it
why not?
again.
I'm going
You've
to
got a decent small
I'm gonna
fire.
start
Start-
placing implements in it around.
I'm
Lyra, do
starting
you want to go
brew
back
tea.
upstairs?
Children's show.
Lyra?
I'm starting to brew tea on his fire.
Okay.
I would like
There
to
are a number of things
try
on
and
the fire.
scratch it again.
Roll an attack.
Oh
Would be
my
cool.
God. Guys. There's no way to
I
interrogate
grab
someone.
Lyra's hand. Do you want to go back upstairs?
This is not productive.
You said
I
with
don't know Lyra
advantage.
very well. She'll watch.
Non-natural
That's too
20.
no.
It's not
She'll go upstairs
productive.
with you.
Non-natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll
Go
a
halfway
d4,
upstairs.
have the number,
Why?
and add your strength modifier.
Why have?
You know,
I'm
No,
trying to
you
win
actually
laws.
you are a cut, so it's just a d4 plus your strength mod.
You're gonna kill him.
Oh, 6.
6. You just rake it down the front, and you can just see blood just
Please
pumping out of its
Oh,
neck,
God.
and
Yes.
you see its eyes just kind of,
I will continue to hiss at it.
and you can see its eyes just kind of start to dull. It's struggling to remain conscious.
I will do a medicine check and attempt to
Hold on,
bandage it.
I need to make some alignment notes.
I'm halfway up the stairs with Lyra, hopefully, if she's still coming.
Oops, this is the wrong episode. Episode 5.
Yeah, I'm good with my alignment.
I'm happy. I'm a cat.
This is not efficient. They are sufficiently afraid. We haven't asked any questions yet.
I'm gonna get up and go,
Dead.
okay, yeah, that's when I step out and go upstairs.
So you're going upstairs.
Yeah.
Lyra and Talia are going upstairs, so it's just the three of you downstairs now.
I like run into them and go, it's getting weird
May I
down there. I'm
bandage
gonna
him
sleep
up
here
and
for a while.
Roll a medicine check.
Natural 20.
He bursts free of his bindings and kills a whole. Okay. Yeah, you managed to staunch the flow. She continues to hiss and spit.
I sort of edge him around so he can't see her. As in flip the other guy towards
The other guy is now looking at you.
So I've just got the one
you
that I've
attacking him?
bandaged.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Please don't.
18.
Roll a d4 and add your strength.
4.
He is also bleeding, looking rough. One of his eyes
Cora,
has
this
just been cut
is not
completely
efficient.
through.
What is the point of this?
You have two
What is
badly
the
mauled
point?
goblins tied up back to back.
Down the stairs, you
I
hear.
feel like we just.
If we kill them, they can't talk. And if they don't speak common, it's not their fault.
If they don't speak common, then they can't talk. We might as well kill them.
Cora, I'm
What?
attempting to speak with one of them. May I?
They're both dead.
Start
mean,
kind of like
alive?
herding you away. Stand up from my very carefully tended fire. Kind of herd you
I
back
bandaged the
towards the
second one.
stairs.
I want to
Roll a medicine check.
them.
50.
We gonna
Okay.
fight.
What piece of clothing are you
Goblins kill your
sacrificing
dad.
to be able to bind both of their wounds?
Yeah, it would have to be my little knitted sweater I'm wearing underneath my.
Use the gold thread.
So you take out your knitted sweater and you kind of tie it into pieces. Okay.
Alright, piece of paper.
I want my quill back.
You can't hear.
I start drawing a circle
say
of
it
the
anyway.
tower.
Okay. Just a circle.
Circle.
Can you draw me what you're drawing?
Oh god.
Here,
This is not gonna be
use
good.
some of my paper.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, sure.
No, just draw it on this.
I gave her paper and pencil. It's perfect because I gave her pen and paper.
Yeah, but the...
Never
These
mind.
can't see that.
Oh, that's true.
Now I
Here.
can't see that. I gave you a marker.
There. Draw it on the technical can surface. Thank you.
Yes.
Boom. So the first thing I'm going to draw
I
is
would like to attack it.
more like
No.
Oh no!
That's tower.
That's a good tower.
this is us where we are, right?
This is a lady who has taught many children to read and write and draw at some point or another.
This leads me to a question of how well goblins understand abstract.
What's their intelligence modifier?
I'm literally humming under
It's
my
not
breath as I
great.
draw this.
It's been a while since I read goblins.
I know, right?
Well, they're not dumb.
They're not stupid.
Go. And I pointed on my little figurines. And I pointed that. How many?
How did I tie his little hands?
As far as I'm concerned, you basically got them like, from here up to the neck, just totally wrapped around.
Yes.
But does he have
pirate
his little
style.
forearms out like a little T-Rex?
Yes. From the elbows.
I just want you to like hand him a quill and he just eats the quill.
No.
Don't you
He's
hand
not
him
going to have from his elbows to his forearms free. Because here's what he does.
Yeah.
Down to the
I
wrists.
loosen one little right arm. So he can get his little.
Okay, so he's got a little bit of motion.
Mm-hmm. How far can he get at me with his little? I want him to have this much motion.
Okay, so you're gonna have to tie it up to give him that little motion.
you,
Okay, sure.
you slide a little bit down and then tie it all back up.
He's bandaged too. That doesn't help.
That's true. He's not doing great.
Yeah.
How many? And I put that pen in his little hand.
I can't see this. This is when Talia's alignment
If
shifts.
he doesn't give the right answer, can I kill him?
You can
You
do
can
what,
ask
you can
me
do whatever
that.
you want.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. You can try whatever you want. He starts drawing. Actually, sorry.
Can I
real
roll an
quick.
intelligence?
Yeah,
on what
go
he's
ahead and
drawing?
just roll me a straight persuasion check at the moment.
Natural 20.
He doesn't drop it. That's what he was gonna draw.
Come on, Lovey.
Fuck your dice. He just starts tally. And then just kind of a tally above it. And then tally above it. From the number of these that he draws, there's probably close to 200.
Okay. Good to know. I'm sorry, that's worse.
I mean, I lent you all of the writing implements, so please help yourself.
I'm trying to think of how to graphically express the question why. That is a very hard, very expressive.
I would like to hiss.
That's too graphic, or too.
He does not appear to understand.
Ooh.
He starts to just shrink back on himself, and he just looks terrified.
Vera. They're still in the room, right?
Yeah, those two are the only other ones in the room.
Cora.
You can't actually see her.
Yes. Cora.
Okay.
Cormier.
What are you doing at this point? Your instruments are
Herding
thoroughly...
her back towards
That's
the
right, you're
stairway.
just keeping her up.
Cormier. Vera. You. Kazura?
Gazlo?
Gothra? Nice to meet you. My close.
Trying to understand.
Vera.
You start to see blood just kind of start to dribble out of his nose, and you can see he's just kind of...
Does this resemble any of the blood magic I have seen in the past from our gentleman friend in the at the festival, etc.?
It does not. This looks like somebody suffering from severe brain trauma.
Can I do a medicine check on him? Did we cause that?
Are you proficient in medicine?
Not proficient, but can I look at him?
You can roll, but with disadvantage.
As in, is this a spell happening from a distance that he's prevented from speaking to me?
This is not
Is it
really
just the
within your
result
realm of knowledge.
It ain't good. With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, a 7.
He just looks like he's trying to talk, and it's just blood kind of starts to run faster and faster out of his nose.
I start to dab at it.
It's still flowing.
But he wasn't like this before I asked that question.
No. And he looks like he's still trying to answer you.
Okay. So,
You go back upstairs.
I go like this.
He looks damn near dead, but he kind of...
Pat him on the side of the head.
barely staying awake. Just the blood, like you dabbed at it, and as he kept trying to answer, it just kind of started pouring out. It started to come out of his ears.
Lyra, dearie, may I have your expertise?
Lyra's upstairs.
Yeah, I know. We were
Okay,
headed
so you're yelling up the stairs? Sorry.
I just, you seem to have experience with some sort of blood connection to magic. I think this poor little fellow is being affected by something at a distance.
Lyra goes, blood magic.
Are you done hurting him?
I'm not hurting him. We're having a conversation. His name is Gracia.
And she comes down the stairs.
Are you really talking to him, Ma?
I'm just having a conversation with the poor little thing.
She comes down. She
Very
has to.
calm.
She has to kind of try to get around and kind of push through Cormier, who's currently wrestling with Cora.
I also follow her.
Okay, you're coming down as
I
well.
point at Lyra.
Okay.
Lyra.
You can see blood just kind of all down his front.
I point at the thing I'm explaining to the two of them. I asked him the name of their leader here. The minute he started trying to answer me, this started to happen.
DM, given my particular experience, do I have
Ever
any
seen
idea
anything
what
like
might be
this?
going on here?
Roll an Arcana or History check.
Can I also roll history if I've ever seen this?
Are you proficient?
No.
Then no, you wouldn't know about this.
Okay.
If, so I'll come down because everybody else is
Okay.
tromping back down. Would I, from what she's told me and everything that I've kind of heard and seen, is there anything that I would know about some kind of thing like this?
You may also
Before you
roll
get to
Arcana.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. This could be the result of a number of effects, but the most obvious and most likely would be a gaze.
Gaze attack.
Gaze? Gaze, whatever.
Guys?
What
Yes.
is that?
A magical compulsion.
It's mind control.
He's controlled not to
No.
speak the name of his employer.
That's odd.
Yes.
Hey.
That's what
You mind
that
watching
means.
this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Come take your paper away from you.
Little gentle pats on the head.
I'm gonna draw like a little big old human on one side.
We got this.
Cormier.
Please tell me that you're saying this.
There.
Please stop. Don't make him talk anymore. Don't make him try.
He's not to
Please
speak.
stop.
He's only giving a little bit more
He looks
information.
at you in confusion.
He's a tiny king.
Please don't push him. This will kill him.
Big, like Cormier. Little, like Vera. Your king.
No, Ma, please.
Try to answer.
Ma.
And you see him.
Lyra, please keep him from...
Can you just be, what?
Just point, Bobby,
No,
don't answer.
No.
Point.
Blood finally just kind of bubbles and pours out of his nose and mouth, and he just
Please spare him, Lyra.
goes limp. This is her last spell slot for the day.
No,
It's a
it's a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Oh, shit. You're right. Okay. Still appears to... Lyra casts Spare the Dying. He appears to still be alive, but barely, and he is unconscious.
Flip that bitch over.
Okay.
We just
Fuck.
start all over.
Start going back towards the
Theory.
hammers
Theory.
and tongs.
The second
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Theory. Vera. Vera.
He's kind of trying to look over his shoulder at the one who's
It's alright.
strapped to his
We'll
back.
fix him. I hold up the bandages I was using,
Okay.
and I point at the other one. Fix him as soon as we can. Vera. Cormier.
The universal, I'm close enough.
I was I now love these two, and I want to keep them forever.
Good luck.
Yeah. I show him the same
I mean,
picture.
if you want to take a year of downtime to teach them something, I'll give them classes.
They're not dumb.
They're not.
I show him.
They're
You're
just-
gonna give them classes
I know.
or give them
It
glasses?
will hurt him to
Weak-
speak, but he
weak-
managed
I
to
was
get
almost
something
hoping
out.
Give them some glasses.
They're just weak and imperceptive,
They will not
and
let them
nobody
die,
likes
I
them.
promise.
Oh.
They will not die, I promise. Lyra, please, don't let them die. That is not what I want here. I want them to be able to say something before this kicks in again.
I'll keep them alive.
She says
When-
much more cheerfully than that, and much more willing than that,
No, she doesn't.
because she's not gnome.
I'm gonna
Right,
call
but
them
she-
T and
she-
G. One starts with C,
She
one
is
starts with K.
uncomfortable with the situation.
Okay.
That she is being used to keep them alive while you essentially torture them.
I'm not torturing them.
I know.
It's the gays torturing them.
But what you are doing is causing them tremendous pain.
Yeah.
She is not thrilled with that.
I show
Can I
him.
try to escape?
Ready? You just going up the stairs?
No, down. I want to go back down and kill the one that is unconscious, or the one that they're not interrogating.
Cora comes sprinting
anymore.
through!
Please don't, Cora.
No,
why
There's
are
gonna
you
be at
doing
least
this?
2 people trying to stop her.
Don't.
Roll an attack with disadvantage.
Please.
Why are you doing this?
Or, you know what? Roll contested athletics, and who else is trying to stop her? Cormier, roll athletics.
I mean,
Talia, roll
This will be
athletics.
funny.
He has a name,
What'd you
and
roll?
he has been trying to help
17.
us.
17?
17.
17?
15.
15? Okay. You are unable to quite reach them at the moment. Vera, you've got 6 seconds.
I hold it up and I point at the king shape again. And I point at him. Big, small. King? Thank you. Try it again. I don't have Tenra.
Tenra.
This one. Do I see any effect causing pain? Point to me. Is that question?
No, didn't appear to. Looked like when the previous one was trying to name him, it was very difficult. Size was not.
But it was the size thing that made him pass out.
He misunderstood because I misunderstood.
There you go. Okay. King, leader. Small. Like Vera? Or like you? The skin tone. Goblin.
I'm loving this. This is the best entertainment I've had.
Alright.
With powerful magic. He can play gaze.
No, that's very much beyond my abilities.
Who else is in the room?
everyone.
Everybody's
we're
here
all
now.
back.
Okay.
6 seconds have passed by. Cora, Talia, and Cormier are holding you back.
Please,
what are
Cora,
you
we're
doing?
getting information.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
over
try
back.
and attack the one who's not talking
No.
to her.
Roll another contested
His name
athletics.
is Gurgle. It starts with G.
With a disadvantage.
Can I grab her from
Please
around
don't.
the
No,
middle?
I'm allowing 2 people to roll against you instead of just you with disadvantage. So, what'd you roll? 12.
13.
13?
Math. 12.
12. Okay. You get still two people just kind of grabbing you by the waist as they're.
I am extremely motivated. Can I grab her
Yeah.
too?
Sure.
From around the around
So
the
say
middle.
between
Are
the
these
3 of you, you managed to
goblin?
subdue her.
Well, then the rope's coming out.
This
Time
is getting
Cora out?
silly.
Yes.
Dang. Do it.
Roll just a straight dexterity check, Cormier.
Oh yeah, those are good. 4.
4? Okay. You feel like you've got her.
I return back to my fire.
You return to your fire. Your implements at this point are quite hot. Nice cherry red color.
Goblin. I start, I point at me, you, Lyra. Female. Male.
Dude, penis. Dangly bits.
From beneath
Are you helping?
3 other people who have dogpiled you and
Is
being
it
tied
midnight
up.
yet?
By the way, can I tell by examining this
Penis.
goblin, is this a female goblin or a male goblin? Can I tell?
Roll a history check while I try to decide.
History?
Yeah.
Natural 1. Can't tell.
Can't tell.
Your skull cracks.
There is frankly a way for me to tell that is a little intrusive that I'm not going to do at this moment.
Correct.
Female.
Hardly we all look so
Male.
different.
He looks confused.
I can make some very lewd symbols that I really
pass-
don't want
You,
to.
you look behind you, Vera, and the 3 other people in the room are currently just kind of grabbing various limbs of Cora while Cormier is just frantically tying a rope around her.
Except Lyra.
You're alone in this negotiation.
I might be. Thought I might be.
When can I try again?
You're tied at this point. You want to try a DC 20? Is it a 25 or a 30 to break a rope?
But
I think it's like a 15. Rope
You
does
have
not.
like the rope of entanglement.
Yeah, rope's like a 12.
Which we totally
15.
have.
You
because he gave
absolutely
it to
may
us.
attempt to break your way free of the rope.
Okay, but is that like breaking just a rope, or is that breaking multiple ropes
What'd
like,
you roll?
wrapped around?
8.
8? You don't actually have to break the rope.
Oh god.
In their haste, it was poorly tied about you, and you managed to
Yes.
shake it free.
I swear I had her.
Oh, God. Please keep her off.
I would like to cast Cause Fear.
On?
The
no,
one that
please,
she's talking
please,
to.
he's not afraid. Why are you doing this, Cora?
He does not appear afraid of you.
Oh.
He rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
Balls. The only one I
little
rolled
thing.
tonight. Yeah.
You rolled one other. It just was at disadvantage.
Gothrook and Jinrik are,
Based on that history roll, do I know there are anatomical differences between goblin females and goblin males?
you know that males and... Logically, you know that males and females probably exist.
Probably exist.
Probably.
Probably one bears the young.
Do you want to feel under his loincloth or no?
Please I was more going to do a this female, wondering.
Boo.
It's less a thing with goblins.
Okay, so they're not mammals. Are they mammals?
They're fungi. That's what they are.
They could be. 40K!
Yes.
Yep, I'm going to check.
Yes.
You're gonna feel under his
I'm
loincloth?
I am gonna
Oh,
catalog
God.
this
Oh,
experience for many
For the record,
days
I
if we
have
get out of
raised
here.
9 sons.
Just-
I've raised 3 sons, 9 grandsons.
Just
None
for
of
the
which are
sake
goblins.
of the sound bite, you feel under the goblin's loincloth.
Yes, I
Talia
do.
wretches in the corner.
It is female.
Female.
Aww. How did she find out?
Why is that an awe? You're fondling her.
How did she find
Double
out?
check.
I want to know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing?
Next page.
I'm so sorry. What are you doing?
Pointing at the king.
Okay.
Saying. Like you and me.
Yeah, if it has babies.
This thing is the cutest.
Looks very confused.
Poor girl.
I hope this is as fun for you as it is for us. I'm having fun.
At least I have company on this side of the table tonight.
Mira, do you happen to have any shame?
Last time I was in there,
What time
I didn't
is
have any company.
I was about to say, I'm waiting for Spring to just get in here and do me a solid.
Shit.
Oh no.
It is
I mean, you'll heavily influence which aspect to turn it into.
not quite the next day yet.
Chicken.
It's fairly late.
Cormier, could you please flash this lovely goblin?
No.
Can I please flash?
I can do you one better, though.
Good. I'm trying to explain the difference between male and female. I'm
You're
not
flashing?
entirely sure. of
Yeah,
goblin
no, I
anatomy.
want to flash his, like, pull up his skirt.
Don't wear a skirt. Hold her. Gotta roll the goblins over. Check the gender of the other goblin.
Good question.
also female.
Balls.
Please flash these goblins.
Yeah, no. Strangely, I am not your little cabana boy.
Can I go upstairs and get one of
I
the
take
mail?
no responsibility for what's
I
happening
can't
at
think
the
of any
table
other
right
way. Oh my god.
You can't think of any other way.
Yeah, there are other
now.
ways.
Cora,
Can I go upstairs and find one of the mail?
Okay, I'm
Well-
making this easy.
Cora,
I'm not going to do it.
Cora disappears from the room.
Oh, great.
What are you trying to find?
A male person?
Okay.
Personage?
Yeah.
Humanoid?
Well, if you want
There
to
are a
kill
few.
them, I'll
That
go
is-
find a dude.
I'm making this easier. I'm not going to actually do it, but I am going to draw a dick on the page.
Let me find out what she's doing.
This is the most lewd Ma has gone.
I'm
this
sorry, you
whole
have a
adventure.
marker.
You have a
and I'm
marker.
You're fine.
I'll do anything for you to come downstairs and flash and do what we need you to do.
Roll a persuasion check.
Big boy.
Please, gods, roll low.
Natural 1.
Roll
Come on.
high, roll high, roll high. Please, what is it? 18!
Yes!
We're adults, I swear. Well, most of us.
Gralfie Sieve, who happens to actually be halfling,
He's down.
is down. Yes. In the meantime,
Wait, he's down? As in...
To his
he's
toes.
coming with you
Oh.
for to flash his
Okay.
junk at a goblin.
Do what
While
needs to be
she's
done.
gone, you guys have got a few minutes.
I do draw dick on the page.
You draw the dick on the page.
That? That.
Oh, okay.
The enemy leader is male.
I will
Woo!
get the person's...
Sometimes I wish enemies would roll higher so that it
So, yeah, here's a question
Yes.
for you. I know the charm person spell. I don't have it prepared today.
Okay.
Can I just go through slowly the somatic components of casting the spell, not expending any arcane force, but showing, modeling
Does
the...
it have the ritual tag?
No, but I'm not
Are
trying
you
to
trying
cast
to bluff it?
I am trying to show the goblin what this sort of enchantment magic looks like.
So you're making
Yeah.
hand gestures.
So I'm
and...
pulling out the component and making the arcane symbols in the air with my fingers, and then pointing to the king that Vera has drawn on the page.
Right next to the dick.
The king of the dick.
King! Oh, they're all... I circled both.
Okay.
Now I know that they're
And
united.
I go,
There is no comprehension.
okay.
Well, we know he must have magical powers because this poor little thing's under our gaze.
Well, it's either that or somebody else who was working with him.
True, but he expressed fear. The minute that I drew the
I
king,
can't...
he was afraid.
Damn it, I can't say that I know what this is.
Pretty sure you don't know what this is.
How I know what this is.
Well, I know he's under an enchantment. I mean, I can tell that. He's under an enchantment. I know what it is. By the way, when I pointed at the king, just contrasting the G-named goblin from the T-named goblin, I'm not going to attempt to remember what their little goblin names are. I noticed that G reacted very fearfully to the minute I drew a king. Did T do the same thing upon first reaction?
Yes.
Do I need to roll insight very...
No, very... It's pretty obvious. They are not
Male
excited to talk about whoever that thing is.
goblin.
But this is taboo. You have to try and get them to say something without
Without saying his name. They cannot tell us his name.
But this could work. May I see my quill, please? I'm gonna take the quill. I actually can't reach the map where people can see it.
I can draw what you're going to draw.
So I'm going to draw... Is there a landmark to the west of us? Something that's city.
A couple hundred...
Any mountains, any landmarks that would be general direction.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my map. Do you need a precise distance?
No, I don't need distance.
Okay.
I just need a direction.
Yeah. The Drunak Mountains are just to the west.
Okay. Draw the mountains. And I will say...
Probably off the map. Sorry, guys.
Looking, right? I'm asking him tell me which direction I would go to see where home is.
Oh, I'm just gonna point at the king. I was like, where do you sleep at night, I guess?
He points to the northeast.
Northeast, okay.
What's to the northeast?
And then I point to the king, and I say, and I point in that direction too. He also lives in that direction.
To the northeast, lies the Woad.
Great. But it's a long ways, right?
A few hundred miles, yeah.
I'm going to start to draw. Am I familiar with the concept of the Woad in the very city?
I'm sorry?
Am I familiar with the concept of Woad, what the Woad is, just from legend, etc.?
It's just something far to the north.
I know it's woods.
Some giant forest far to the north.
I just start to clarify.
Ew, I have a song about the Woad. Well, I have to write it yet, but it's on my list.
You draw trees.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will draw the sun setting. Let's see. And I'll mime walking. Like I'm trying to ask how many days they
starts counting.
They can count. I've seen this tally, and I know their system. You're rather good at this, dearie.
I spent my entire life in the library.
You have to be very quiet. How's it going?
She's not hard.
You and your man up there.
Thank you.
Probably coming downstairs.
About 10 days.
They've traveled for 10 days.
10 days.
To get here
And then
To a single watchtower?
I will draw the hag as best as I can.
No comprehension.
Okay.
Like little gobos. And what direction is Anashir from here?
Pretty much due east.
Due east. I draw this city, roughly. And I say, are you going to the city?
No comprehension.
You going...
Does not appear to recognize the city.
Not interested, Anashir.
Okay. Just because I'm so on a roll here, I will draw a big flying dragon in the sky, and then I will mime running away, looking behind like I'm very scared, to see if that's why they are leaving.
There was a
I
dragon.
have a thing about dragons, man.
It is at this point So as he's just kind of looking at the next drawing that you make, I'm sorry, as she's looking at the next kind of drawing that you're making and trying to piece out what you're trying to communicate, her head just kind of snaps back and just blood starts to pour from her face.
Lyra!
Over. Lyra casts Spare the Dying. Does not appear to be.
Does anybody here know how to dispel some sort of enchantment?
Nope. No, I can tell if they're under an enchantment, but I think we already know
I think
that.
we know they're under an enchantment. We have no interest in Anashir. This is not simply a way station to an invasion. And they've come from the Woad, and they're in thrall of some...
Okay. And kill one of them.
What? What are you doing?
Roll an attack with advantage.
They have more information. No.
13, 17.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
It is unconscious.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry.
It's
It's just a code.
Auto crit. At that time, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw. I rolled to see which person in the room would be targeted by this.
Uh-huh. Sure you did. 15.
15. Okay. As you walk towards the goblin,
Did he get
suddenly just kind of it feels like a spike is almost jammed into your brain. And you manage to shrug it off, but that hurt, and that came from somewhere.
Killing the other one, too.
Something is attacking your mind.
I try and stop him.
That one has failed 2 death saves.
Cormier, stop!
Cormier, why?
Why would they fail death saves?
At what point
He's
have I gone
He was
downstairs?
unconscious.
It's been spared the dying. No.
Right, and then he stabbed
so
it.
it's 2 out
Yeah,
of
but
3.
the last time you had me attack unconscious things, it was a straight coup.
When people were not trying to stop you.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
At what point do we come down the stairs?
I'm so sorry.
Is attacking
with
it.
your potential flash.
Gralfy walks down the stairs. All right, who am I flashing? Oh shit! What's
All
going
of
on
them.
down here?
We already figured it out. I'm sorry.
And
He's
then
trying
I-
to murder the prisoners.
Hiss and go to attack the one that who.
No,
Cora,
been
why?
Why are we doing this?
So
Cormier has stabbed. Are you guys going into PvP?
I'm gonna try and stop them from
I'm
stabbing
just
them.
gonna try to stop them from killing these creatures.
Do I notice his reaction
Not
to the
going-
Let's go for some initiative. Just because. 25 to 20.
20.
Fantastic.
20 to 15.
18.
Is it actually a 24?
No, fuck no.
18?
There was a 4 involved.
15 to
13.
10 to 5. Is that everybody in the room?
No. What is going on anymore?
Cormier? Alrighty then. Talia.
I'm
What
gonna
did Lyra roll?
try to stop.
What a great question.
Why are we involving Lyra?
Lyra's
She's
there.
there.
Lyra goes first.
Oh, sweet.
Lyra's gonna keep the portals like this will die.
Yeah, but stabilized.
Is she though?
She's the opposite of
I'm
that.
sorry, she's going, she's not going first. Go ahead, Talia.
I'm going to shout to the guard who just came down unbuckling his trousers. Please help! Don't
Put it
let
away.
them kill the goblins. Please stop. We have to talk to them more. Cora, please.
Roll a persuasion check.
Also averting my eyes.
You haven't buckled it yet.
Okay. Persuasion. That's an 18.
18?
Cora,
Reed
please.
buckles his trousers and now he has to be in the initiative.
Wait, what did I roll against him? Like 18?
I'm sorry?
Roll
Yeah,
against
What did
rolled
I
a
roll
36.
to?
You had a total of 18, right?
She had
Yeah.
20.
No, I
So
had
she
your
She had
next.
an 18.
She had 18. So you're both tied?
No, but what did I roll to convince him
18.
to undo his trousers to
18.
begin with?
He's an 18.
Oh! I don't remember.
I didn't ask him to
18.
unbuckle
Wasn't
his
it-
It was
trousers.
an 18
Yeah.
to have him.
Yeah, I was an 18. It's a different
Who has the
question.
higher charisma score then?
She's
Plus
a warlock.
3.
Plus
Plus
3?
2.
Look, I was called down here to flash somebody. This looks like your business. I'm just gonna head back upstairs.
I was maybe like, I'm just gonna flash all of you and then my job is done.
Lyra
No,
is
did
me.
I get my action to try?
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to keep Cora from attacking the goblins.
Okay,
I'm not gonna hurt her. I just am trying to block
okay,
her.
go ahead and roll an attack. Melee attack.
Trying to hurt
I know. You're trying to grapple. It's a melee attack.
Plus -1.
You and me both. 9.
No. You run up to her and try to grab her, and she manages to shake free. Lyra casts a spell on the one that you just stabbed. Cora, you're up.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one who's still alive.
Roll an attack with advantage.
Why are you guys doing this?
So that would be a non-natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Wait, no, that's not natural 22.
Roll damage.
So 11.
11? Okay. You reach out your hand, Eldritch Blast, its head just explodes.
Yes!
Is this continuous in my head, or is this a one-time intrusion?
It was just a one-time spike.
And it was as
That was that tear, G.
It was before or after I stabbed him?
It was after.
You know, that angry cat.
Okay. That was Cora. Gabo's turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6.
Cora! This works really well, actually. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay. A spike of pain just jams itself into your consciousness, and you manage to shake it off. Something is attacking you psychically.
Okay. Help! Help!
Jackson?
Vera, what are you doing?
Where did he come in? Did I
A Minotaur
notice
bursts through the door.
the two of them flinch or react in some way?
You're pretty concerned with what's going on at the moment. What's your passive perception? 16? Maybe a little bit. But you're
Did you
pretty
guys
concerned with what's
vocalize
going on.
anything?
It's not my turn.
But did you like say ow or
Help!
She went,
So I really do need to know if I noticed that, because that will affect my...
not enough to determine what the hell's going on.
Okay.
Just a weird tick. You still don't know them very well.
Then I will go and I will block the remaining one with my own little tiny body.
Okay, you do that. Elmania.
I'm sorry. What was
That was
It's a
the
bunch-
hybrid child.
next
of all
character's
of us.
name.
It's a bunch of different things.
That was the weird
Elmania,
love
you're
child
up.
of
I
all
want
of
to
us.
tackle Cora to the ground.
Roll an attack roll with strength roll. Just a strength melee.
So a melee attack with your strength bonus.
Okay.
What?
Whatever strength.
Same communication.
14.
Does that hit your armor class?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got her.
Great.
Your armor class. Your movement speed is 0.
Just gonna try and
You were 15.
slam her to the ground.
Any bonus action or anything? Are you going to try to drag her?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and drag her up the stairs.
Okay, you manage to drag her about 15 feet up the stairs. You can no longer see other people in the room.
She's gonna go, what are you doing? No! This is not a time to hurt!
Cormir,
Did it hurt before?
you're up.
Wow, it really is all the way around to me. That was quicker than expected. So one of them is dead.
Her head is off.
It doesn't have a head, so...
So I'm going to try and kill the other one, and at the same time, I'm going to shout, they're still dangerous.
You gotta
Roll an
go.
attack.
You're going to kill me.
Just straight attack.
No,
I'm
you're
blocking
granting
her
him
with
cover.
her entire body. With my entire
Oh, it
body.
doesn't
I'm
hit.
doing a
Okay.
Lakaya
Okay.
It
maneuver.
really doesn't hit.
Vera has plastered herself to it, and so you can't quite get around her. Guard's turn. He went upstairs. Okay, Talia.
Okay, you know my situation. I want a passion roll
4.
to figure out whether I'm going to turn on these people.
What passion?
You know my story.
PvP.
Considering that I have a particular sympathy for those who are being targeted by specific brands of magic.
The people watching don't
So
know
are you
your
talking
story.
about them or the goblin?
I have no
I'm talking about the goblins.
Okay, just making sure. Sure. You need a 60 or less. Roll a percentile die.
What's your... This is the tens, right? The 1 to 2 numbers?
Yes.
55.
55. Okay. You have inspiration for whatever. Well, for the next minute, as long as you are defending the goblins in some way.
Okay, and that's D6.
Yep.
Passion rolls
So what are you
is that
doing?
a new thing?
Yes.
I am going to...
Why do you have to roll a passion roll to do something that you're already doing?
No, it's not passion to see if she does it. It's she wants inspiration
Yes.
for what she's about to try.
Okay. I am going to attempt to disarm Cormier of his weapon.
Contested athletics or acrobatics, each of your choice. So each you guys can roll different things.
Acrobatics. Okay. 21.
21. Okay, you managed to get the dagger.
Okay.
Lyra. Oh, this way.
The way you looked at me like...
He's looked at you like every time.
T. Tlingit, whatever her name is not dying. She hasn't...
Correct. Okay. 1 through 10, she's helping you. 11 through 20, she's watching.
I think it's Gebrecan.
20.
Natural.
Holy
20.
shit, she's watching. Real hard.
Yeah, she is.
Cora! You are grappled and up the stairs. Halfway.
So if I tried to break the grapple, would that be my
That's an action. Yeah.
You can't see anything anyways.
I try to
big
break
grapple,
it, they're trying to invade our minds.
So it's contested athletics.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
So, athletics. Also, just for the record, of the 5 or 6 different things that I half prepared because I didn't know what you guys were going to do,
This was
fighting
not one
each
of them.
other in defense/offense against the goblins, not one of the things.
We defeated D&D!
Not one of the things I had planned.
We just
We
won
did
D&D,
it,
guys!
everyone.
Just so you know. Cora, what'd you roll?
Do I hear
14.
14?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. She manages to hold on to you.
They're trying to invade our minds.
They're goblins. What do you think they can do?
They're invading our minds. I can feel it.
Is that why you just started hissing and spitting as soon as they got in here?
No, I just wanted to kill them, but
Oh my
then
God.
after, they
That's
did
about what you
invade
get
our
in 6
minds.
seconds.
Oh my...
Vera!
Okay, so I heard that.
You hear a variety of noises from the stairs that go up to the
I
next
also
level.
heard him say they're still dangerous.
Yes.
And
So
I'm also
still
standing
hanging-
next to you holding a dagger
Yeah.
and very trembling.
Still hanging on to...
Yeah.
Pronounce her name
Talia.
for me again?
Talia, you just watched her somehow wrestle this dagger away,
very
and so she's got
impressed.
one hand against Cormier's chest and the dagger in the other hand. And he's just looming over her.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna say, how are they dangerous? What do you mean?
Almanya!
Dragging Cora up the stairs.
Continuing
say,
to drag her further up
let
the
him,
stairs.
let him talk. Let him answer.
Cormier.
How much do you weigh?
Not a lot.
How much does the goblin weigh? Can I pick them up and slam its skull into the ground?
We're both right there.
It's gonna be an attack roll against her armor class.
Okay.
And I'm right there too.
Ooh, that's not good. It's 11.
You can't quite get a grip around as
Slapping a little
Vera
bit.
is continuing to fight you off. Talia, you got the dagger. Call on.
Do what?
Call on the blood gods. Call on the blood gods. The blood beckons.
I would so have a place for that dagger, but I'm not.
Don't you
Yeah,
wish
no,
you had
but-
saved those
Shove it up his
rolls,
ass.
those divination rolls?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. I will... The opposite end... How big is this room? How wide across is it?
It's huge.
It's about 20 feet in diameter.
Okay. I have a dagger in my hand.
Yeah.
I will point it where it will not hit any of my people.
Okay.
And I'm going to chuck the thing as far away from him as I can.
Okay, you just kind of chuck it over here into one of the horse stalls.
But I'm trying to get it to stick into the wall.
Roll an attack roll.
Thank you.
And look cool. We want to look cool, Josh. This is part of the game.
I wasn't going to have you roll an attack roll against the wall, but now I am.
A natural 20.
7.
7
Clang.
You hit the wall.
falls into the ground.
Everyone watches.
Okay.
So it's basically over here. It slammed into the wall and fell down.
Proud, damn it.
There's just a horse in the stall, just
Horses don't chew their cud.
This one does. There's oxen down there too, though.
just watching you
Is
guys.
this the strange love
It's eating
child of
hay.
a cow and a horse?
Just watching this whole thing happen.
horse.
Lyra, it's me.
horse.
She watches.
Horse.
Cora, you're up.
I tried to talk to Almania. Like, it tried to invade my mind. Like, I could feel it spiking against my mind.
So the
I
scene
don't-
I'm imagining is that she's got you from behind, like, under the armpits, dragging you backwards up the stairs, and you're just like, look, it was trying to invade my mind.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's the scene
Please,
in my head.
Almania.
Alice, draw
Listen
that,
to
please.
me.
Thank you. I love you.
Please, listen to me. Look, I don't. I'm trying to break the grapple.
Roll an athletics check. Athletics check. Or, yes. Actually, Cora, you could roll strength or athletics. I'm sorry.
Same
athletics or acrobatics. You have 0 dex.
10.
22.
She holds on to you and continues to drag you up the stairs
that
despite
bard
your
got that
protestations.
warlock.
Look, okay, we'll solve this problem, but I don't think just
We
straight
need
up
to
murder
kill
them.
them.
I don't. They're goblins. They can't exactly do much.
Whatever it is, it's trying to invade our minds.
From everything I read about goblins, I'm like 99% sure they can't do anything
It is
magical.
trying
And
to
that's the end of
invade
your
our
turn.
minds.
You guys are saying
Charge.
more mind spec.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Lyra.
Lyra will be 6. Cora again!
Yeah!
God, this
The
works
one-
out
the
well.
one no one is currently
Actually-
believing. We're sorry.
You are outside of 30 feet.
She is, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you've
I'll-
got her at the top of the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
which is 30 feet from the base.
So that puts you in range too.
So that puts 1, 2, which you're also out of range. 1. Talia! Intelligence saving throw.
I'm the only one who hasn't been hit now.
I haven't.
Oh no.
Oh,
This is
her
good
skull
stuff.
breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Balls.
36 or higher and I'm dead.
I mean,
Creature Codex. You take 11 points of psychic
Oh,
damage.
I have 1 hit point left.
Oh, or half as much on a success? Shit. You
No,
succeeded.
people are damaged.
Yeah.
So did Cormier.
So you took 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And Cormier, you took 2 points of psychic damage.
Well, I was knocked out.
So it's half on a save.
you're down.
No, she was.
You're out?
Yeah, I would have been down.
Oh, I would have noticed that. That sort of changes things.
As you drag her up the stairs, suddenly she's just kind of...
Is there a physical sign?
For a second, you think she's just doing that thing where when you're trying to drag
Yeah,
somebody and
they're
they
just
just go limp, it's difficult. But no, she's actually just totally out
Oh god.
and making death saves as blood trickles from her nose.
Oh
Thank you.
shit!
Thanks.
Is that a physical sign I've seen in the others when this
You
happens?
don't see this.
But you see me standing there in front of you,
she's right.
blood
Josh,
trickling
should I
out of
make
my
a death
nose.
save?
But is that happening?
Because we've gone through 1 round.
You do make a death save.
Lyra's right there. It's okay.
13?
Okay, it's a success. Vera, you're up.
So, what do I see in the room?
So
Scanning
you're
the room.
currently you've plastered
Oh,
yourself
God,
to
I'm
this
looking
to
around at people.
her face.
I mean, really, are you looking around while
Yes.
I'm trying to pick you up
That's
bodily
exactly
and
what I'm
slam
trying
you
to do.
in?
He
I was trying
he
to
is
speak to
trying
you.
to kind of grab this whole pile.
Do I see blood from any of them who've been hit by psychic
No.
damage? Not from the 11
Nope.
points here? Nothing? Nope. Take out my knitting needle and hold it to little T's neck, and I say, "Is the danger more than the intel? If it is, I'll kill her myself."
Almanya. You've got an unconscious Cora.
Yeah, I go, oh fuck, and
What?
I cast Healing Word.
Okay! You regain 1d4 plus her wisdom modifier.
Charisma modifier because she's a
Charisma,
bard.
actually, yeah.
Spellcasting ability.
It's bard.
You gain 7
1d4
points.
minus 6.
7 points of healing.
Wisdom is a dumb stat for bards.
It is. It's very true.
Yeah. Would you add?
7. She has
7?
That's why they
So you're
always
back
do
at 7 hit
dungeon.
points.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
It's like
She
magic.
immediately
My
begins
intelligence
struggling
and
with you.
wisdom, 0.
Cormier,
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
roll an
No, you
attack.
gotta be smarter.
Straight
So-
melee,
Question.
You're in
no
college,
proficiency.
Since I'm physically
being a good
jostling the
musician.
two of them and she has a needle to its neck,
That's why they recruit me, because I'm a good musician.
Why is nobody just talking to me? It's really frustrating.
Roll an
because
attack
this is happening over seconds.
without proficiency.
Well, I
Without
took 6 seconds
proficiency?
to speak.
Are you proficient in melee attacks?
Yes.
You are?
But I'm right there.
I'm sorry, in
I'm holding
unarmed. In unarmed.
I mean, this isn't really... This is more of a grapple attack?
Right, which is a melee attack.
Yeah.
Without, unless you are proficient in
No,
unarmed.
No.
I'm
Jesus
still holding
Christ,
on to
I can't
him.
roll for shit. You weren't holding on to
He
nothing.
can't quite grab you very well. Talia!
Okay. How familiar is all this? Yeah, never mind. Fuck it.
There's some mind shit going on.
You see me with a needle to this little thing scared.
Vera, please, I'm begging you. Don't. Just please don't. They can't help it. There has to be a way of beating this. Please.
That's your turn. Myra watches. Cora, you're up. And you're awake now. You feel like you lost a few seconds.
Please, Alma.
I'm like
please.
leaning over you, like, holy fuck, let me go.
You're not grappled.
I'm not. No, I healed you. You're literally on the ground. I'm leaning over you, like,
I'm
what the
gonna
fuck?
like run down as far as I can till I see it and Eldritch blast it.
Gonna use your reaction to
Dang,
make
I'm
an attack
losing
of
my
opportunity.
chance to go like this.
No.
Okay.
No.
You sprint down the stairs, roll an attack with just a straight attack.
She's trying to
Well, I
get around
rolled
me
19.
still.
So total is 19.
No, I rolled 19.
So total is
What?
It's a
24?
ranged attack on a prone creature, though.
With me,
it
two
is
bodies.
it
So it
is
would
with
have
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I was just gonna add 5, but it is with
with me
disadvantage.
in the way.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
2 bodies.
So it's with
Yeah.
disadvantage
Sorry.
with 3/4 cover.
Same roll. With another 19.
So what was the total? I'm sorry.
24.
24.
There's 2 of us in the way. Great.
Right, which
But you can't
adds
double
plus
it.
5. Actually, you are not physically blocking the goblin. You're holding him off.
Okay.
So plus
I
5. That'll hit the goblin.
And me, I assume.
So it immediately fails a death save. Gobbo's turn, which means it rolls a death save. I don't think I've ever had a goblin rolling death
save.
saves. Like this is a
I
new
don't know that
experience.
you've ever
for
had
me.
a truly good character in the party before.
Oh, good. That recharges. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm gonna buy it.
Lyra's
if it hits
5.
me.
Cora, make an intelligence saving
after
throw
you.
as another spike of psychic energy drives itself into your consciousness.
13.
Okay. You will take half of the damage that's about to happen. You will take 4 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, okay.
You're still up.
You're up. I gave you 7. God, what is going on?
Vera!
I heard you
It's
say,
in
unfortunately, they can't help it.
Yeah, it's okay. You jam the knitting needle straight through its neck,
Mrs. Mayweather.
and they are both dead.
Yes.
Stand up off the bodies of Vera and the goblins. It's almost like magic is bad. I don't like how he's still rolling.
I don't like it either.
As you stand in the aftermath with 2 tied up
Oh, I'm not
dead
standing
goblins.
anymore. I just sink down on the floor next to them. And bury my head in my arms.
We'll start gathering up all my stuff.
Wipe out my head.
Put it on fire.
1, 2. Are you down there now?
Nope, not yet.
3, 4. Lyra's 5. Vera, you can make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence? It's only a
12.
12.
You take 3 points of psychic damage. As a
Now I
spike
get
of
it.
psychic energy jams into your brain. You kind of reel backwards. And you check, and they're definitely both dead.
You see, it hit you too. It wasn't them.
Well, it didn't start until they were down here.
Can I please have some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where's it coming from?
I don't know. Let's throw them outside.
Is it from the bodies?
Please open the door again.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No!
We should take them upstairs and get them away from us.
1, 2, 3, 4. Lyra's 5. Cora! Intelligence save.
Good lord.
You guys need to come upstairs.
12.
You take 9 points of psychic damage.
I'm down.
Cora, suddenly, just blood spurts out of her nose and dribbles out of her mouth and
Wait,
ears, and she
she's
just hits
bleeding
the
now
ground.
because she wasn't earlier.
She was out of your sight.
But I wasn't bleeding, and I was standing right there.
Cora goes down.
And then Lyra,
Casts Spare the Dying.
and then I drag this simple.
We need to get away from these bodies now.
You're 15 feet up the stairs. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm leaving these bodies and
I'm
running up the
going
stairs.
to go through their pockets. I have one hit point. I'm hanging in there. I want
Roll
to
an
go through their
investigation
pockets
check.
and see
Of course
if they have any provinces.
She's not.
Almanya, you're staying upstairs?
Yeah, I'm kind of like peeking downstairs since nobody's.
Cormier drags. You can hear. Actually, you can't see him yet because he's only halfway up. But you can hear down the stairs metal clanking against the stone
Talia,
walls
get out
of
of
the
there.
passage,
Get out of there now.
and an object
19.
being dragged. 19. Okay.
What do I find?
A bunch of soiled goblin clothing. There's the rope that you had them tied in. They don't seem to have much money on them. You do. Give me 1 second. There's a symbol. In the meantime, what are the rest of you doing?
Getting up the stairs as far away from the bodies as possible.
Okay. It is.
How come the horses aren't dying? Stupid horses.
Each one has tattooed on just somewhere on its body, just an eye. Just the image of an eye.
They don't have any components, any sort of objects that look suspicious as to being of magical nature, anything, jewelry.
Okay.
I quickly sketched the eye in my book, and
The rest of you have made it up to the 3rd level. I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
is this a charm effect by any chance?
It doesn't matter what her
Because-
role is.
It is not.
Yeah, because she's going to go down. She's
Yeah,
got
it
one
doesn't
hit
matter
point.
what your role is.
Yeah, so that's
What's your max hit points?
She's at 1.
What's
my
your
max is 18.
though? 'Cause if I roll, okay, never mind. So it doesn't matter what I roll. You
Yeah.
finish searching the last goblin, and you head for the stairs, and everything goes black.
Okay.
The rest of you are standing on the 2nd level.
Who comes up the stairs?
But I'm not standing.
We all ran
You're
up.
unconscious,
I
and
ran
I
up.
dragged you
Right,
upstairs.
so you're unconscious, but Cormier has just dragged your body to the top. Almanya, you're there. Vera, you're there.
Talia!
Oh, by the gods. So I'll go back downstairs and try and drag her back up.
Okay, you run down the stairs, and you see Talia has just collapsed. Okay, you grab her. You are halfway up the stairs. What are the rest of you doing?
I come and I help him pull her up the stairs.
They're 5-foot wide
Okay,
stairs.
you guys managed to get her to the top of the stairs.
Do I need to make a death save?
You get to the top, Lyra.
Yes.
I'll stabilize her.
Just for kicks and giggles. Lyra.
Either or I will
And
stabilize.
then Lyra casts Spare the Dying. Because if it's a natural 20, then you're out
Right.
of 1. So you two are unconscious. The rest of you don't know what the hell was happening down there.
Next time we're going to kill prisoners, can we perhaps discuss it briefly first?
When they're not dangerous, were you going to spend resources to heal them?
No, I was not. Not if they were dangerous, as you saw.
Were you going to feed them?
No, not if
Are
they
we
were
under
dangerous.
siege?
Yes, we are. However,
Turn
I only
away
killed
from you,
them because
spit
they
to
are
the side.
immediately dangerous.
Like, I'm turning away from you, walking away. Spitting to the side, magic. And then I'll fireman sling Cora up to one of the cots.
Okay. And with that, we'll go ahead and end tonight's episode. It gets worse.
Yeah, it did.
God,
Yeah.
I love that title so much. Sadly, I think we said before the stream, but on stream this will be Maddie's last episode. She has an academic opportunity, which is awesome.
Maddie
She's
who?
great at it.
Never heard of her.
And we will miss her dearly.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Yes. Our kitty.
But that actually works. She is unconscious and slung into a cot. So next
She went
time
out
when
with
you
a
guys
bang.
come up with a new plan to escape,
Before he becomes
We're gonna need
contagious.
2 days there.
before he becomes contagious,
I still have 4
you can
days.
leave her there.
Cool.
3 days now.
So we'll go ahead and end there. Thank you so much for joining us on this Friday night. I hope you have a lovely week. And we will actually not be here next week.
Or the weekend.
But there might be something going on. Stay tuned.
Correct. It
We'll
Gets
see.
Worse will not be running next week. Jenny might be running some kind of one-shot or something or other, or if
I
that
can
doesn't
get
work out,
people.
we'll run a rerun. So
So,
join us in 2 weeks. Yes?
Maybe not. You said we weren't sure.
What's the date? 2 Fridays from now?
The
Black
day
Friday.
after Thanksgiving.
29.
Oh, yeah, I'm
I
out.
think I will be available, but
I will be available.
Two people are out.
Yeah.
Something will happen.
Explosions!
So,
Yay!
Psychic damage!
Lots of psychic damage. will
Enjoy your
To you.
several weeks, and we will see you whenever we manage to all get together again.
Hey, follow me on Twitter. I'm still running that giveaway. Sadly, no one entered, but it's still
Also do that thing.
Yes, please do. You want cool stuff? Of course you do.